There it is on chat, Sri, on GG, man. GG's. God. Early, he says. Or she. Or someone else in the future. Who knows? Early on stream, but not late enough to not show up on the stream. Also, that is very loud. Lord. No, it was only a few minutes late because I had a weird thing where like I was trying to launch the game, but it was installing, I think, an update to some extension. Not to the game, but I think it was related to the GOG launcher. Shit's weird. It was like updating Visual C++, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's doing that. Anyway, welcome everybody to Treasure Coast Seal 3 Part 31. We're just gonna get started here because, man, I am starting late. Admittedly, I stayed up too late with Monster Hunter Rise. It was like 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, damn, I gotta rein that stuff in, man. But we can still make good progress. Probably about 3 or 4 hours here. Monster Hunter drug hits, Lord. Is pretty good. But we are pretty close to finishing Cold Steel 3 in the next few sessions, no doubt, so I'd imagine in about 5 sessions would be pretty close to the end. So I don't think we were gonna get to like 40. Hey, what's up, Igus? Good afternoon. Or whatever time it is over there. After we captured those 3 agents yesterday, the rest of them seem to have become even more wary. I'd say that a large number of them have collected their listing equipment and entered the underground tunnels. Depends on the early part, yeah. I have many questions. So as the festival starts up, we're gonna lose them all in a storm of tourists. Sucks, but the only way we're gonna avoid that is by using martial law and the Imperial Army. Bring the army into it, it will no longer matter whether the agents are dead or alive. You have to consider international opinion too, not to mention it would cause the citizens to panic right before the Storm Festival. I'd much prefer to settle this with arrests than with tanks. Makes sense. We're going to the main campus in the guild, snatch them all up one way or another. Bench campus will unite to take care of this crisis. Thank you. Thank you for your support as well, Lady Laguin, Professor Schmidt. I've also sent a few new special requests I'd like you to take a look at later. Understood. Please contact us if anything comes up. Certainly will, thank you. Alright, let's go over our plans. As of this morning, the Professor's communication wave amplifiers have been sent to both the main campus and the guild. First off, Orlando's team and mine will split up and go down in the unexplored tunnels in the west side of Heimdallr. There we'll set up the communication network while we hunt down and dispose of the Republic's agents. Arresting. We're arresting them. I don't know about that. Seems like they got some crazy new gear called Ramda. Do I have the vaccine shot? Fine. No real side effects or anything. It appears it's only been recently developed, not yet mastered its use. But thankfully, yeah, no side effects. Apparently they mainly happen on the second dose, so who knows. In Orlando or in the field, I'm certain a platoon or two will be no issue. True, but on the flip side, if they got any more guys in that, there's no guarantee you'll survive. Oh, suppose I won't hold back then. Vaccine grats. Yeah, but it's only the first dose. Also, what's up, Livy? How you doing? Good afternoon, everybody. Or morning, or evening. From now on, I'm just gonna say good. With no context. No. Please try and make sure you arrest the agents. Thank you for contacting us, Major Arundel. If there's any further movement, please let us know. You got it. Well, good luck, everyone. This operation will class 7's new and old. %90 immunity or something? 90% is better than anything lower. I mean, yeah. Just got a message? Hold on. Oh, okay. I'll check that later. Oh, while we're on that subject, had to talk about lots of things yesterday, didn't you? Yeah, what are your friends going to be doing? They split up across the city to gather information. They might have found something, so if we run into any of them, we should check in. Got it. Patrolling the entire city? We'll need to determine where the agents are headed somehow. Alright, day 2 of our field exercises has begun. Let's get to it. Time limit is 4 PM. If the agents are not apprehended by then, the martial law will be invoked. We will have results by then. The sirens won't be ringing today. Yes, ma'am. Off we go, I guess. First shot is pretty effective at protecting versus a severe case of it. You do catch it? Oh, if you do catch it, yeah. Thank God. Seems pretty suspicious. We're up against Calvert's special forces, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yes, Principal Aurelia and Instructor Randolph are both very experienced. Peter's orbital gear will finally be deployed in actual battle as well. Glad we participated in the testing. Looks like it'll be fun, but so does patrolling the city. Check the requests. Okay, we got a few. Student at St. Stras Girls' School have been facing a rather serious issue. We are too short-handed to deal with it ourselves and would like to ask for help. Please meet with the Girls' School Student Council President for more details. Oh boy! It's a real mystery who we're gonna meet up with there. Heimdallr Airport received a package with no address on it. Might we ask for your help? Contact Simmons in the Airport Cargo Department for more details. New sponsors appeared beneath Heimdallr. We at City Hall request launch discrimination. Mega Kraken. Spare the time. Patrol the Heimdallr Airport. Carol Imperial Villa. Request from the girls' school? Patrolling the Heimdallr Airport. Seems like we should go to the Carol Imperial Villa as well. Yeah, we may find some clues there. Taking into account the 2 places we didn't check yesterday, we'll need to patrol every block. Alright, let's begin the second day of our Special Operations missions. Yes, sir. Pretty good side quest. Yeah, that's what I hear. Somebody was looking forward to it yesterday. Progress the story once you have completed at least 2 of these requests. Okay. I mean, you know. Obviously, we're doing all of them. Let me take a drink of water, though. Because, I'm not gonna lie. Because of Monster Hunter yesterday, I did wake up pretty late, so I still feel like I'm waking up, despite it being, like, what, 2 PM? So, that is to say, I gotta get a little bit of the congestion, out of my system. Man, that's the one thing I should have done. I should have had tea this morning, but I was lazy. Okay. Let's make the rounds and talk to the other people. Never expected I'd get the chance to be on the front lines of the principal. Fellow practitioner of the martial arts, I could think of no greater honor. Right, getting psyched up just thinking about it. Glad to hear you guys are so into it. Just be careful, okay? Please take care of everyone in military finance. Hey, what's up, Takeda? How you doing? Good afternoon. Surrender to slide a name that will protect them. Take care as well, Yuna. Keep the rest of your class safe too. I got a stronger prescription like the ones I used during practice. Leave everything to me. Oh, Louise really gets serious during practice, but don't overdo it. Then for you, Yuna, don't overexert yourself. Actually, I guess I could do that. I don't think we have any more.
Let's check.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Only be an observer in training. That just means I need to contribute to the team more than anyone. Is it right now? Team keeps buffering for me. Is it fine for everybody else? God, I wish there was something I could do, but Twitch is just like, if you're not a partner, we're not going to give you the encoder settings. Which is really dumb.
I'll take a look then.
Oh, you have to fun throughout the year, support everybody in every way I possibly can. Settings is bad, yeah. Not lacking firepower. Only issues is I'm surrounded by girls now. This means I gotta be as cool as. Oh, okay. Sorry, the wording, the wording tripped me up there. Go wild troops. I'll back y'all up.
Thanks.
Don't think. Yeah, there's nothing new.
See ya.
I don't know why I did a full circle with Reem, but I just did. That was something from middle ground. I need to concentrate on both the front and back lines. Maybe poor visibility from the ground, but I will not miss my mark. Clear how much each of you has grown. Top of that, your morale is high. You should be able to respond to any situation that may arise. I think that they were all mere fledglings just months ago. You're finally starting to become almost useful. Of course. At this rate, I'll be in for a wealth of experimental data. Enemies are agents from the Republic. Here they're very skilled too. Back in the canyon, we fought off some highly skilled Jaegers ourselves, capable of taking on any opponent. Don't trip yourself up by getting too cocky. Of course, don't have to tell me. It does make me nervous. I've been through my fair share of battles. Besides, I'm not a child anymore. Prove that Agate won't have to protect me forever. Yes, with a mech, you too can do anything. Agate's a pretty lucky guy. I need to work hard so I don't put the others down. I may not be out there fighting, but we still got work to do. It should be all three of them. Brought the ingredients? Everything you needed, right? The appearance? The aroma? Just like the memo on the recipe said? Glad to hear it. Here you are. Oh, you found 3? Thank you. Alright, let's get cooking. Could you imagine if it just started like a cursed cooking minigame? Good lord. And you mess it up. Ah, so she called you and Tita over too? Yeah, looking forward to it. Ah, it smells amazing. Say stress side quest was funny. I'll mess with it soon. Yeah, it sure does. Will it be finished cooking soon? Alrighty, all done?
Bon appetit!
Oh, wait a minute. One thing I forgot to do. If it lets me, yeah, I'll tab successfully. Give me a sec. There we go. Hold on. Ultimate dish passed down in my hometown also? Lenheim risotto? Yeah. That name, though. Lenheim. I feel like I've heard that name before. Oh, could it be? Let's put that aside for the moment. I mean, she is a fan of Oliver, so I guess that checks out. Dig in while it's still warm? Alright, let's eat. Thank you for the food. Oh my, one blink and all our plates were suddenly picked clean. How do I even describe it? Flavor and smell were both so deep. Agreed. Didn't expect such a magnificent dish. Felt a little too light to me. Definitely good though. Yeah, it was amazing. But you said it was called Lenheim Risotto? That's the same name Prince Oliver uses when he dresses up as a performer. Oh, that's where I remember it from. Well, actually, there's a reason for that. The truth is, the one who created this recipe was named Ariel Lenheim. Or Ariel, rather. She was the late mother of Prince Oliver. Ah, okay. The prince's mother. It's a bit shocking, actually. So, you know Mr. Prince, then? Sorry. Didn't really mean to keep it from you guys or anything, but my hometown, Ulster, is also the hometown of Prince Oliver's mother. Ah, okay. It's also where the prince grew up. Oh, I see. I had no idea. Neither did I. I'm certain my brother would have known. Well, we now know that you and the prince share a hometown, but how did you end up with a recipe from the prince's mother? Well, you see, Ulster's a very small town out in the countryside. Everyone who lives there knows each other. We're practically one big family. Miss Ariel used to help out at my family's inn all the time. Was there that she wrote down the recipe passed down through her family and left us her notes? See, it all makes sense now. Thanks so much for the food. I'm sure Prince Oliver would have liked to try it too. Oh yes, if I ever have the opportunity, I'd love to prepare this for him. I'll be sure to let him know the next time I see him. Thanks, Tita. By the way, there's still plenty left over. A packet to go, so please take some with you. A pleasure. Well, that was a nice one. Gave a little bit of context. Alright. Oh, suddenly Becky. I heard things kicked off. I came to help out at the field exercise camp, huh? How would I mean at to stay put at times like this? Martial law, trust Calvert to push the government this far. Taking over management and materials for the branch campus students. Shout if you need anything. Check our equipment just in case. I don't think there's anybody else in the car. Sensation? Do you feel something, Valmar? Mention that Emma told you the spirits have been active. The sensation is familiar to me. But from what, I cannot recall. Well, that sounds kind of ominous. I apologize. Wish I could provide you more information. No, it's fine. Appreciate the warning. Either way, we'll be on high alert. Valmar, please be ready for anything. Indeed. Be prepared to move at a moment's notice. I think I was gonna say something. Oh, I do find that side quest interesting, in a sense, where it's like, now that I know that Lenheim was, like, you know, I guess, his mother's, like, maiden name. It kind of makes Olivier Lenheim kind of sad. Because it's like, man, I thought it was just, like, this whole, like, you know, other, made-up persona he has, but now just knowing that it's tied to his mother kind of makes it, I don't know. I almost read it as, like, a fake identity for a life that he can't have anymore. You know? Maybe I'm reading too much into that. But it kind of makes it have, like, this little tinge of just like, oh, that's kind of sad. But in a way, it's him, you know, honoring his mother in a sense by, using that last name. Gives it a little more, perspective. Leave the formation of the squads up to Principal Le Guin. Had the students have Orlando and the principal there to lead them. Contributed so much to the branch campus already, but I'm relieved we can rely on them for this as well. Hey, what's up, Fry? How you do? I guess that's everybody. All the shops are just cluttered together. I don't think I need to buy anything, per se. Oh, wait, no. I didn't finish, I only talked to Sandy, then we did all that, so hold on. Still got the other half. Anyone gets hurt, need to back them up. Huge responsibility, but I won't let any of you down. Even logistics officers have to fight from time to time. If it comes down to it, I'll just use my arts to shake things up and shoot things down. I mean, that's how it goes. I'm so psyched up right now, getting into it too. Don't know where we'd be without Instructor Randolph. I don't get this mission over with in time, I can't join in the party. Won't let that happen no matter what. Her, Ash, I'm kind of into you guys too. Yeah. Actually made it to a stream for once. Hey, what's up, Playman? I like his determination. Sorry, did not mean to back out. Underground tunnel, huh? Probably aren't any wild plants down there. God, it is super weird, by the way. Like, playing Cold Steel 3 and Monster Hunter Rise and just, like, remembering that the confirm and cancel buttons are reversed is really messing me up in Monster Hunter right now. I'm so used to just pressing X. As long as we got water and beasts, then. Only matters if we get trapped down there. Is he saying what I think he's saying? Suppose you could call him reliable in a certain sense. I'm trying to change it. I have to check. I know there's usually something for like changing like R, like the shoulder buttons, but I'd have to see. I guess I could do custom control on the Switch itself. I might do that. Enemies are agents from the Republic. Here they're very skilled too. Back in the canyon, we found off some highly skilled... Oh wait, we already talked to them. My bad, I forgot. Alrighty, can't let my cute little kiddos get injured on my watch. Gonna need to put a lot of thought into squad composition here. First off, I'll have Wayne and Freddy cover the flanks. Shouldn't bother him right now. Given who we're up against, nervous about sending everyone into battle, but just need to have faith in Randy and the principal. So be careful, Class 7. That should be everybody. Are we gonna head to the villa by bike? What about the wanted monster underground? No, would it be faster if we ride a special train from Heimdallr station to get to the villa? Since the wanted monster's underground, we need to head out from either the cemetery or the racecourse. Arrangements should have been made that will allow us to deploy from either way. Speaking of which, weren't there several forks in our path we didn't take during our chase yesterday? Indeed. Wanted monster must be lurking in one of those. Yeah, we get it. Let's just get a move on already. Gee, I wonder where that wanted monster is. It's a real mystery. Let's see. I don't think there's anything we need to like get around here, is there? Look around one more time. There's like nothing optional. Could probably just fast travel. Oh, there's a lot. I guess we could do top to bottom. Military police are out in full force today. Things seem a little out of control. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. You're not. Oh, is this a side quest? Did you find him? No, not yet. It's no use. I should just contact the military police and... Something wrong? Appears to be in distress. Who are you? We're from Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. Come to the capital for our field exercises. It would gloomy atmosphere to the second day as opposed to the first day. Yeah. Revealing who they were, they explained what they were doing. honey, maybe we can ask these people? Yeah, good idea. You guys in trouble or something? Can't find our son anywhere. His name is Artem. He's only 7 years old. At least when we came to the Arboni in the summer... in the first place, was to open a stall during Summer Festival. But now that this has happened, guards over there didn't see him. Could he have gone to another district? I hope not. The city's huge. We're in Dry Plaza, and over there is Song District. Oh, it's no use. Without a map, we're the ones who are going to get lost. Instructor, these people. Yeah, they seem to be tourists who aren't familiar with the city. It'll be really hard for them to find their missing child under these circumstances. We'll just have to help them then? Yes, it is a proper decision. Excuse me. We're currently patrolling the city, so we may be able to help. Really? Thank goodness. Please find your son, Artem. Yes, you can leave this to us. You said he's 7 years old. Can you tell us anything else? Artem was very energetic and a bit mischievous. He was really fascinated with the herbal trams. That's right, he was even more surprised by them than we were. Kept begging to let him take a ride on one. He's probably in another district by now. 2 districts next to Dracul's Plaza are Sankt and Leica. I have no idea where he could have gone off. No time to waste. Let's go around the city and ask the people near the tram stops. Yesterday was Bird. Today it's a kid. At least it won't be a misunderstanding this time. Alright, we got a plan. Let's start by searching, let's see. He may come back on his own, so please stay safe. Or stay here. Please find out him. Well, alright then. Man. Shit looks bleak. Important day because I need to arrest all agents by 4 p.m. Pretty much. Thank God there's no timer to this stuff. That was really weird yesterday, by the way, with that chase sequence with like a timer. I'm like, where is this coming all of a sudden? Yes, I'll talk to Annabelle. They have the exhibition match. Merge with tourists no matter what. That being said, I feel awkward being back at headquarters. Well, engagement debacle caused trouble for the family. Head of the household doesn't like me. Can't if it's still nice to me, but... gotta deal with it. It's a choice you made.
From the sky to the earth.
Yes. I understood all of that. Was this spot any better? It's no use. Mine is starting to act like a whirlpool. Almost like something's drawing it in. Either way, this isn't good. Casually casting spells in front of the palace. Yeah, you know, everybody can see it. Come on, don't you think this is too occult for us? Love the new Heimdallr theme. It's pretty good. Emma, Laura, what's going on? Looks like we've already started. Gonna support Emma today. Touch spirit veins around the capital again, but last night there's been an alarming amount of turbulence. Similar to when the Infernal Castle showed up a year and a half ago. Really? Wasn't that during the Civil War? That mirage that everyone in the capital saw? It wasn't a mirage. I saw it. Very clearly. As did I from the girls' school. Many people have vague memories of that incident. It was some sort of cognitive manipulation. Anyway, Vermilion Knight was at the core of making the Infernal Castle, and 250 years ago reappear. This time the circumstances are very different. What do you mean? Don't know, but the capital is often a focal point for events behind the scenes. When the incidents of the Night touched 50 years ago, the War of the Lions, for example. Night touched? Some stories call them vampires. Call them night touched. Or Noctimelia, to be more precise. Vampires better. Are fiends who corrupt humans and turn them into their own. Hey now, that sounds too much like something out of a fairy tale. I mean, that's the whole point, Ash. Get on board. The stories about vampires in the capital. Indeed, Red Moon Rose novels. I think I borrowed those from the library. I still gotta read them. No, I won't have time tonight. I was thinking, like, we'll see. I could probably read them really quick. Is it a long read for Red Moon Rose? I could just look it up on the wiki and maybe read it in a few minutes. Based on incidents that happened in the capital 20 years ago. Nothing. Also, that thing that happened 900 years ago. The capital was surrounded by miasma. Out came the worst cryptid to ever live. Dark Dragon, Zora Gruga. That name. 2 years ago, those of us in Group A fought it in the catacombs. And it was beautiful. That's great to see a fun choice motif that the first one had. Yeah. Fought it before? It was being controlled by an artifact wielded by a terrorist leader. Yeah, demonic flute. Means that Bone Dragon is all that remains of it. Dark Dragon's miasma turned the capital into a city of death about 900 years ago. Emperor had to move the capital south to St. Arc. 100 years later, Emperor Hector activated Testarossa and defeated the Dark Dragon. Now, let me see. Damn. I almost wish you had a prequel game just so I could see what it would look like. We reclaimed the capital, but at great cost. Covered in the dragon's blood, he lost his life and the Vermilion Knight was cursed. Damn. That about covers it, right? You're well informed, Reen. But that knowledge was only passed down orally by the witches? I got to witness it firsthand. But now I see it's all connected. Everything that was hidden until now is coming into full view. I think I'm getting dizzy. It's a lot. Magic Knight and the Paloma Grass from yesterday might have something to do with it. Spirit veins seem to be simulating the Scarlet Paloma Grass to grow. That's true. We have more than just a spies to worry about. I don't like this occult crap. Thank you for all your help, Emma, Lauren, Celine. Update you with any news on our end. Alright, good luck. Thank you. Careful, all of you. It's weird to see him scream okay instead of right. Only because it's so drilled into me. Don't think there's anybody else around here. I guess we'll check Vesta Street. Are you okay? Yes. I don't need Reen to learn Buster Wolf. I didn't call. Wonder who that could be. Set it to speaker mode.
Hello? Reen?
Instructor Schwarzer, what is the status of your special ops missions?
Calling from camp? Going over controls of each area? Guessing everything's ready on your end? Yeah, finally got all our ducks in a row here. About to leave camp, so we thought we'd check in with you before we left. Understood. Tell those guys in combat tactics to make sure they don't screw anything up. Please take care of everyone from military finance as well. You be careful of yourself, Randy. Or, yeah. My bad. Of course I will, Uni. Same to you. By the way, here's the main campus has begun its own investigation. Leave the underground to us and focus on making progress above ground. Understood. May the goddess go with you. Good luck. Now Celestin to take care of things here at the campus, so he'll be here if you need anything. I'll be in touch if anything happens. Time to commence the operation. Jessica and Louise are helping track the special unit. Hope they'll be okay. Don't worry, they've made it through just as much as we have. Sure, Principal Le Guin and Instructor Randy there with them, they'll be just fine. You're right, let's have faith in them. Need to focus on our own duties now. No need to tell me twice. Let's get going. Anything here aside from the main spot? Oh. What's the deal with Bennett? Why should something like this shock me? Having fun with some cute girl. You're slacking off, Oscar. This is my opportunity to overtake him. Bennett, good luck with that. I should be happy? I'm not sad at all? God. Unfortunate. Check is in the bakery. Yeah. Giacomo? Honey, I'm so sorry about back then. What? Because you were poor? Don't be sorry, it wasn't your fault. Was I who was tricked by that wicked merchant? That was my fault alone. All you had to eat then were those dry, moldy rolls. Wish I'd done better for you. So sorry. Welcome. Trying to talk to this girl who was in front of the store, but she ran away. Looks so distraught. I hope she's okay. Man. See that girl who's loitering in front of the store? She reminds me of Bennett, but it couldn't be. Does this mean I'm homesick? Oh my god. This fucking sucks. Good lord. Y'all are dumb. I'd like him to be happy. God. You know exactly who that girl was? Character's neither confirmed nor deny. God. I do like those two. They were, some of the few NPCs that I do always, like, remember. It's dumb. It's, like, a very short, like, you know, little, like, competition they got going on in the Crosswell games, but is nice. Oscar's a bro. But isn't, the little branchlings, or the whole story. Crazy to think that they might actually, enact martial law, right? Are you privy to all this? Army told me to keep it quiet, but how am I supposed to report on the summer festival when all this is going on? Bitter rivals, secretly lovers, pretty much, yeah. You haven't hardly found listening devices in HQ? Oh, we don't know if it's related, but like I said, I can't just sit back and let this all happen. Listen, everyone, gonna help out however I can. Work together and put things right. Glad you got our back, BB, but stay safe. It's dangerous out there. You could see her following us underground if we didn't stop her. Oh, please, I wouldn't go that far. I just kept the entrance to the underground. Please don't. Anybody else? Hey, what's up, Crux? How you doing? I'm doing alright. Just looking forward to making progress here for a little bit. God, it's kind of nuts to think about. Like, honestly, if we keep doing the, Oh, man, that's true. If we keep doing these sessions, honestly, I think we're gonna finish... There's a high chance we could finish by the end of the week. Like by Sunday, maybe. A res copy yesterday? Nice. It's crazy to think about. We're pretty close. For 3 hours now? No, it depends, Fry. Today was because I woke up late, but it's like tomorrow I should be able to do 5 hours. It's just that I stayed up too late and took a while for me to wake up and get going. That's on me. But the session should be like 4 to 5 hours. But listen, I will use that doubt. I will use that hint of doubt in your comments and use it to fuel me to get it done. I'll take it. I'll make it work, damn it. Complete this entire day. Well, not today, because like I said, I woke up late, so this one might be like, about 3 hours. So you're playing with friends? Miss Portable Monster Revive? Yeah, for sure. But listen, fuck it. Self-imposed challenge. We're gonna finish it this week, damn it. Now it's a bet. Place your money. Just say the field study. Oh no, but I guess that's what he meant when he said like 4 to 5 hours. He meant that, like, you know, if I actually were to do 4 to 5 hours, might be able to complete the save, but it's like, nah. Finish before the week is over. Either way, fuck it. I'm gonna try to finish it by the end of this week. Oh yeah, we should probably save. Something ominous about just a black box for a save. I think we can do it. Oh, what else? Spoilers? Yeah. The point I want to complain about. Oh, Lord. We'll see, we'll see. We'll see. Finish by the end of this week, at least. We'll see. It's only Tuesday. Because I'm trying to think if anything else would get in the way. I do have the therapy session on Thursday. Final chapter short? Yeah. We'll see. It might go over the week, because I forgot I do have that appointment on Thursday. But we'll see. I still think it's doable. Rise in the background. I mean, that is the one nice part. Like, after I finish this game, I can just, like, put my time to Rise and then, Nier. And then, we'll be back with Cold Steel 4 before you know it. It'd pretty much be only, like, a month break, more or less. Because I'd be starting that up somewhere around May. Can't think of anything else. Well, hold on. Let's check the branch campus. Or not the branch campus, the Bracer Guild. The bruh. God. I'm so tempted whenever there's like a slow walk-in panning shot. I want to do turbo really bad sometimes. Had a reunion here just last night, correct? Looks like the guild's doing alright for having been stomped out of the country for years.
Hey, you got some customers.
Well, there you go. It's them? Perfect timing. Get over here too, you guys. Okay. Pardon our intrusion. Well, we're just gonna leave. It's like, it's weird how they didn't just fade to black on that. Like, why don't we just transition to the next scene? What is this?
Sup, Reem?
Got your new 7s with you, huh?
Hello, Tobel. Agate. Good to see you again. Hey, are you guys at the Alto Street branch? If I recall, Heimdallr used to have 2 Bracer Guild offices. Yep, that one's risen from the ashes right alongside this one. Testing out the terminals the Foundation gave us.
I'm here too. Good to see you, everyone.
Tio? Ah, right. She's part of the Epstein Foundation. We're on a business trip for the Foundation, just arrived last night. Eddie filled me in on everything that's going on. Yeah, it's a pretty tough situation. Already agreed to help us out. Plan is to have her set up signal boosters for our comms network. That'd be a big help. Thanks, Miss Chief. Yeah, thanks. Don't worry about it. Guild has helped us out a lot in the past. Leave the underground tunnels southeast of the city to us. Me, Tobel, 2 other bracers, and the lady there. I'm on par with A-rank bracers, so we're pretty much like the Special Ops Force on our own. That's amazing. You're all that crazy strong, I'm surprised the government would let you open a shop again here. Yeah, I'm sure they got some dastardly ulterior motives. Decided to go ahead with it anyway. Besides, Bracer manages to nab the spies, they'll be subject to international law. Rather than being put in everyone in custody. So they say. I'll go too. Should be able to help out at least a bit. Got it? Please stay safe out there. Thanks for helping us in the main campus with this. Sure thing. See ya. Good luck out there yourselves. Here's the bracers waste no time in taking action. Sam and I are deployed here. The others are in the southeast area. Kind of like how the main campus and branch campus are split up. Old bracers are extremely familiar with underground exploration. Out of curiosity, who are the other two bracers with you guys? One is named Wenzel. He's a homegrown Erebonian bracer. Other one is one of Agate's friends from Liberal. Even has a title, the Silver Streak. He's really skilled. Kinda reminds me of Sarah in a lot of ways. We're about the same age, have similar backgrounds. We even had a drinking competition once. She completely destroyed me. Well, there you go. There you go. I was wondering. It was a very good question. I'm like, who was actually going to win? But I had a feeling it'd be Shara. God. Laughs in Ida. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like... Sarah probably hasn't met Ida yet either, though. Thought that there's someone out there who can drink you under the table legitimately frightens me. But anyway, sounds like you'll have things well handled here. That's right. Don't worry your pretty little heads about a thing. Honestly, the agents probably aren't even the biggest threat lurking around here. Wenzel's back too, betting since he's Erebonian. Yeah. If not them, then who? What are you talking about? Actually, wait, did I miss anything else here? No. This should be good. 0 Ow. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Wenzel was from Crossbow, but I was like, pretty minor? Or brothers and the Jaegers. The one that worked with Scott? Ah, okay, gotcha. I was like, why am I not remembering who Wenzel is? Right off the bat. Maybe laughing, or laughing, no, laying low now. Possible they're just waiting for distraction. You're right. Can't be sure they won't act. Also don't know what sort of things behind the scenes groups, like the Black Workshop. Sorry, thought I was gonna seize. Are up to. Like I'm missing, it's all the more important we cover our blind spots. See how the Bracer Guild slogan is supporting Gauntlet? Wait, since when? I think that's the first time I heard of that. I must have just forgotten. However, this time they are relying on them. Yeah, please cover the places we can't get to ourselves. Yeah, just leave it to us. Something comes up, contact me right away. Good to go whenever. It's supposed to say logo. God. I'll talk to him. Side side, don't think the Jaegers would be behind all this. Just can't see them going after the state secrets. Hard to believe they would be motivated by anything other than Mira. Rich enough client, anything's possible. Just need to keep our eyes open. Slogan feels like the wrong word. Yeah. Is anything in the chat though? Yeah, no. Yeah, the prince has handpicked 30 of the main campus's finest to deal with this. Even outfitted them all with shiny new state-of-the-art detection devices. That's one way to counter those new orbits. Talk about throwing Mira at the problem, though. How they managed to deploy so fast? When the prince gives the order, you don't mess around. Imagine Instructor Nightheart is under a lot of stress right now. He's probably loving it. That man has never liked things to be too easy. Having to learn orbital computers, rip Estelle. She'll be fine. She might be slightly better than Laura when it comes to technology, right? She'll get by. She'll be like my stepdad when we were on that Puerto Rico vacation and he couldn't believe that a car just came with a Bluetooth radio and not have a CD drive. It was like, bro, come on. It's not that unheard of. Chill. Texting in all caps, yes. I guess I can check Ursul's general store. I think I already did though, didn't I? 28 bottles of milk and 6 bars of soap. In the back alley said she wasn't feeling well. Figured I should bring her some medicine. Her festival's happening this week. Should get 30% more food than usual. Oh, she's filling out her order form so quickly. Her speed reminds me of Instructor Toa. I wish I had that speed. I better steer clear of Martha today, putting in all the orders for this weekend. Martha's brain is filled to the brim with all of our customers' information and their year-to-date sales. She's like a human calculator. Thanks to her, we never have dead inventory. It's about the same. Same stuff to get. Guess that's it for this street. Anything in Laika? Revo Company. I'll check. God, very fancy store though. If I lived in Heimdallr, this would probably be my favorite store. Honestly. I'd be asking all kinds of questions. Or like, you know, I'd be bugging the person up front about all these musical terms and like how to pick the right instrument. If I was younger. Doesn't look like there's any like notable NPC though. The more I try to choose them, the more confused I get. Pretty much, man. Oh, there's something at the trading hall. This is... Everyone? Seems we're in a dire situation. Mother, you must have known about this? What is this presence I feel? It's as you imagined. While it may have been sheathed, Heimdallr still serves as this country's blade. Such a large-scale conflict cannot hide in the shadows. Precisely. Master Aurier and us two top disciples, participate in the operation. Let's try to prove this. We leverage Heimdallr's connections. Kurt's mom was pretty badass. I do like her. She's very pretty. We'll be participating as members of the guild. We're to maintain peace in Heimdallr. We must offer our assistance. I see. That's comforting to know. Taking actions when necessary, they don't disappoint. Not bad. Defenses are solid. Also... the weapon, don't think we see it in Console 3. Leaving this to you? Yes. Leave it to us. Dude. That was his sense. Proud Heimdallr swordsman. What is up with dude? Is that like her... is that like the last name or something? If you're at a pinch, just swallow your heart. Yes. Master Aurier. Yes. Everyone, wish you luck in your endeavors. I have no qualms. The Storm Festival will proceed without incident. Yes. Thank you for your kind words. Van, Rayfon, let us go. Understood. God, she kind of has a little bit of like Aryan Road energy to me. Just something about that mature woman, but still looking surprisingly young. I'm like, how do these people exist? So cool. Stormwatcher really is an impressive character. Don't mean to laud family, but she is certainly respectable. I hope one day I'll be just like her. Yeah, dude, training has been really tiring lately, but I remember what all this training is all for. Dude. Yeah, it seems everyone's ready to go. Then let us proceed. Do not lose to everyone else. I guess we'll get back to patrolling. What the hell is up with the random dude? Part of a side quest? Person seems to walk around the train station a lot. Maybe we can ask her about the missing boy? Yeah, I'll ask her. I believe I saw a boy earlier. Got off at the Imperial Museum and seemed quite excited to go in. Actually wondering where his parents were. Bingo. You know where he went? Well, actually, since the museum was closed today, he looked a little disappointed. Got back on the tram and went somewhere else. He got back on the tram? Must have gone to another district. Other stops in Laika. That's a natural conclusion. Do you know which tram it was? Tram headed to Heimdallr Station via Vancouver Street. Heimdallr Station via Vancouver Street? In that case, where could he have gone? Could have gone off anywhere along the way. Should start with Vancouver. At the very least, you know which direction he went. Gotcha. Let's get going. Thank you. Very welcome. Lost child is quite a big deal. Hope you find him soon. Thank you. Now if you excuse us. You know, check the Lake Lord place. Meeting with my father again tomorrow to make preparations for the exhibition match. That said, he's always like this. I think he's especially high-strung with the party tomorrow. So much stress over who is or isn't attending. Meanwhile, all I plan on doing is going fishing. This should be a fun match. Haven't forgotten about our promise, have you, Father? Of course not. Wouldn't I shall forgive that Annabelle girl. Though she has subbed our family, her house is nobler than ours. If I'm impressed, I will set aside this galling insult. And what else to talk to? Master's putting his prestige on the line for tomorrow's competition. Curious about Master Kenneth and Master Annabelle, though. I'd like to hear their story eventually. I can't think of anything else. I could check the cafe. Doesn't seem like there's any important NPC here. Oh, I just got another message. Ah, okay. Not making any progress on my report. Hey, Professor, can you buy me something? Have you forgotten what you're here for? At your training hall. Yeah, we're good to go somewhere else then. Oh god, yeah. I guess we'll start that side quest. Might as well. That's her police patrolling until just recently. What else per se? No, what has become of it lately? Alright. I keep forgetting the majority of these NPCs are just a bunch of pigeons. That's a bit shy. Take him out for walks every day. Seems he really likes his plaza. Go to the... I could go to the hotel. I guess I'll check the cathedral first. This is a weird one. Didn't think those two would be here of all places. Oh, Reen, Tilly, everyone else too? Hello. Milliam and Major Claire? What are you guys up to? And here of all places. Two of us keep on missing each other, just barely two. You know, the time over at the island ruins. Got real worried with that one. I'm rather busy as of late, but I wanted to make some time to see her. Figured we could meet up and exchange information. I see.
Heard from Milliam that the old Class 7 finally reunited. Congratulations. Personally, I'm happy too.
Thank you, Major Claire.
Honestly, it looks as though the future's about to get very complicated. Right, this may seem deceptive coming from me, but I really am cheering for you. There.
Thank you.
Those words are more than sufficient for now. What are they talking about?
Must be something they've already spoken about.
Yes, depending on how things go, she may become our enemy.
Alright, enough beating around the bush. You got any useful information? For example, you get anything from the agents that were captured yesterday?
Actually, most have all been very well trained. Interrogations haven't been very productive.
We've been bleeding false information in with the truth? Or blending it? We still don't know what their purpose is.
It's that bad? I guess they're not going to be of any use.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
One more thing. We just got words of this ourselves, but looks like a few sailors went missing from Heimdallr port this morning.
That's just like the terrorist acts 2 years ago. Must be part of the Calvarian agent's plan.
Yes, but it's like they're purposely leaving tracks. It's rather strange considering how well trained they are.
You're right. Are they trying to lure us, or... This is good information. Thank you. You too, Milliam. I'll contact you when I find something. Hey, what's up, Nep? Find out anything, we'll contact you too. Please be careful. Oh. Wait a minute. 10 years ago, we had this really wild traveling sister. She was beautiful, bold, and lived on the edge, always smoking cigarettes wherever she went. Oh, okay. Most vividly is the incident in the department store. Came across a thief and stopped him instantly. Is she talking about Ein, potentially? Top of that, she started preaching to him right then and there and talked him into converting. I'd love to see her again. Sisters like that seriously exist? Sounds like someone I'd love to meet. Definitely. Story about a wild sister. Tell Monk about her. It's still insane to me that I have not seen that woman officially in the series. Like, what? I'm trying to think. Did we briefly see her at all? God, because I'm like, I remember her mainly from the manga when I think of her. That's fucked up. Yeah, because I remember, I think like we saw her like very briefly in Sky Third, but it's like, I guess in 3D, didn't really see her or anything yet in the Cold Steel games. Yeah. Portrait and all in third, yeah. But I guess recently, it's just so weird when the Growlithe shows up and we haven't like seen her in Crossbell or the Cold Steel games. I'm like, what's going on? Is she well? I want to see more of her. She seems like a weird one, but I might enjoy her. She seemed pretty funny in the manga, not gonna lie, with Tovel. Let's see. More important in the second half of the series? Probably, yeah. Maybe in the Calvard games we'll see more of her. Looks like the security's still away. Indeed. I believe it's due to the princess being back at the Imperial Palace. Imagine not reading Cornelia. Yes, imagine. Lord. Part of the reason for a semi-required request. I actually do need to go and, I've read a few of the books, but I need to go back and, like, wiki read, some of the other ones. It'd be more, important second half. Setting her up that way for quite a while. Don't have to imagine I still haven't. God. Seems the requester is Governor Regnitz? I wonder why. Sounds pretty ominous. Got ants in your pants, Mr. Sister Complex? Miss anything?
most certainly do not. Regardless, you all may proceed with the special ops missions without me. I'll have this under control. Most interesting one so far. Don't know about CS4. Probably do it by this week. Yeah, I'll probably read Cornelia and Red Room Rose, like, tonight if I can. Or maybe before streaming tomorrow. Because I probably should read them for this, for sure. CS4 one, I think, is also one of the more interesting ones. Basic Instructor, Ring Code 4. I'm totally freaking out. Wait a minute. I mean, she's not wrong. God. Although I guess on topic of reading in the Trail series, though, I did read all of the Gambler Jack ones. I think those were in the Sky games. Which is interesting, because apparently we might see them. I saw, like, one image of people saying it's like, oh, it's totally those two. Like, we're probably gonna see them in the Calvert games. Which I'd be super down for. Alright. How cursed is this side quest gonna be? Instructor, please try to be professional. I was only kidding. Still, even though it's only semi-required, just falls squarely within my jurisdiction. I'll go and... incorrigible. But perhaps that's one of his good traits. I guess. Let's try, the quest will begin. Not be able to leave the Sunk District for some time. I mean, fuck it, let's go. Although, should we do it now or save the best for last? Fuck it, we're here. Let's do it now. Alright, let's go see Elise. It's too late to consider that. Right. Guy's not even trying to hide it anymore. Oh, Instructor, you're so cute. Image of Falcon Counter 2020. Red-haired character. Jack and a couple others. Yeah. Which, led to some pretty cool speculation, but we'll see if they show up. And students were cleared by St. Estrella and led to meet with Elise in the student council room. I'm sorry, everyone. Seems Governor Regnitz was being considerate on our behalf. No, don't worry about it. As the princess's absence caused some sort of trouble. School is planning an event for the summer festival tomorrow. Gonna hold a small charity bazaar in front of the cathedral. A charity bazaar? Oh yes, St. Estrella runs that little market every year, doesn't it? Proceeds are all donated to places in need, such as orphanages. Sounds like the kind of thing you'd expect from a fancy ladies' school. Something is putting it in danger. Is that right? Yes, so it's a bit of a sensitive matter. To be honest, those who wait for Her Highness's absence in order to hassle the girls here? What? Hassle? Are they... I believe the term is hitting on them. Well, damn. It's a bit worse than that. Happened to be there yesterday afternoon. They were trying to force girls into the herbal car. Oh boy. That's horrible. Huh. In fact, those scumbags are using an herbal card tells me they're used to pulling this sort of crap. What? No way, this area seems so safe. It seems like something the military police should already be handling. If I were to hazard a guess, perhaps the culprits are in a position of power? That's right. Figured out the owner of the herbal car. He's the son of Heimdallr Bank's president. What the hell? Very same bank currently funding our school through their donations? That's a yikes. Still have a theory based on the title Kurnoseki. Might be time twister shenanigans in it. Maybe. Although, God, if the Trail series gets any time traveling,
I'm gonna be concerned. 'Cause there's already a lot to keep track of. Oh boy. President of Heimdallr Bank? Well, okay, aside from the Kia thing, because that's already more than enough for me. Because I know, yeah. I know, Setterman's probably gonna bring that up. I know. But listen, I'm saying I don't need any more. I don't need more of it, please. Gotta completely check out of understanding. Lord. This quest. President of Heimdallr Bank? One of the biggest banks in the Empire? Correct. Bank is second only to the former National Bank of Crossbow. This is serious then. As someone mentioned yesterday, yeah. Doesn't matter who you are, there are some things you just can't do. Seems like this is all some sick game they play when there's no Imperial Guards watching. So it appears. Not to mention, some of the girls who go here are going through some financial issues. That's right, yesterday culprits were trying to use the bank's donations as a way to force girls to come with them? What the hell is this? Tried to stop them and there was a bit of a struggle before the military police showed up. The fact that they didn't arrest those guys on the spot means... Do they hold sway over even the military police? Seriously? I don't think that's it. It seems they've been having security issues since yesterday. Because of that, they're having trouble patrolling all the different areas of the capital. That same Marvel car was seen in the area this morning too. Can't start getting ready for the bazaar until we know it's safe. Police are definitely tied up dealing with Calvert's agents. Don't want to even imagine what they do to the girls they take. Yeah, no. I'm trying not to. On top of that, Heimdallr Bank has a considerable amount of clouds. They're milking the situation for all it's worth, huh? This guy must be some serious scum. I agree, to be honest. It's rather infuriating. By the way, Elise, you said there was a struggle yesterday. Did those guys do anything to you? Oh no, it wasn't anything that bad. They just grabbed my arm and stroked my cheek a little. Oh, okay then. The only suitable punishment for that is death. I'll handle this personally. I'm sure if I tie them to Valimar and take them for a nice stroll in the clouds, they'll behave. Reen? Alright, stop right there. Was then that instructor Reen quietly snapped. What the fuck is going on? The screen capped a lot. I can imagine, yeah. I think I like this new Reen. Don't you think that's going a bit overboard? Perhaps it would be best if Instructor Reen sat on the sidelines for this issue. I'm surprised. Is this the one thing Muse doesn't like for once? Can't believe this. Burned him up in the atmosphere. You know, the others came up with a plan as they tried to calm and enraged Reen. Once Reen regained his cool, somewhat they received approval to begin their mission. Good lord. Man's a loon. Flirtatious, which isn't condone inappropriate conduct like this. Man. And then is that right, Yuna? Lord. It's so weird to see them not in their usual uniform. Like, I would get to wear the Saint Stray uniforms at least, but what if they don't fall for it? I'm sure it'll all work out. I mean, they might believe Muse more so. My little catches like us, no way they'd miss out on an opportunity like this. I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse. Have to protect the girls of Saint Estrella? Well, it seems the fish have already bitten. Well, that was quick. I'd have the same reaction if someone was harassing my sister. I'd be in prison. God. Hey, Dario, there they are. Oh my god, really? These clowns again. Well, just as cute as the black-haired chick from yesterday. Guess we'll have to do after we let the other one slip away. Hey there, cuties. What are you up to? Playing a little hooky?
You guys are the ones Elise mentioned. Heh, you mean that broad from yesterday? She had some nerve turning me down like that. But I'll let bygones be bygones, if you two sweethearts don't mind hanging out for the day. Huh? But... I'm Dario Griscard, son of the owner of Heimdallr Bank. That means I'm the heir to the guy funding your education through donations. Yeah, better do as he says. Don't worry, we'll take you somewhere nice. Yeah, right? Why should we listen to you anyway? What do I care? Fine, refuse. And I'll just have to tell my dad to cut off his funding. It'd be a crying shame if your little friends were to lose their education. How can you do that to innocent people? Come, shall we talk about this more in private? Goon, though. Goon. Is that Frankie? Oh, they're not people who drive the car into the water. Ah, okay. Because I was like, whenever I see like a group of 3 nobles, like driving a car and being complete dicks, like that's just where my mind goes, is these 3 clowns, or at least the clowns, you know, from Crowspell, that I guess are the same ones with Ash's bonding event. Music, go by myself. Can't you do this alone? No need to fight. I don't like to be kept waiting. Either way, we aren't going with you. Once the princess gets back, your backgrounds don't matter. That's why we're here now, while the princess is gone. Get him. You got it. Okay, it's going to plan, even if it is gross. Ooh. Just crush them. Hold on. Let me check the guide for this, actually. AP, yes. Whenever I see dog choices, I'm like, I just see AP, y'all. Let's see. Wait, is this the wrong place? No, we're good. Let me see. Gotta get to the quest list. Okay. We'll get away with this. Stop, just leave us alone. Shut your traps. Get in, Dario. Starting the engine. Hurry up. Think they can overpower you now? Yeah, I'm like, this is really cute. You did it, Dario. There goes your school. Better say goodbyes. Don't worry, we'll make sure to bring you right back. Tomorrow morning, that is. What a bunch of lowlifes. Oh, they're pretty predictable, at least. Yes, but this is where the real battle begins. Oh my lord, just casual stroll in front of him. Huh? Heh. What the hell? You idiots have a death wish? Wait. What? Your students? Huh? We're from Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. We're currently patrolling the city as part of our field exercises. Seems like you let up pressuring girls into your car. Score. This will be some easy points for us. Thor's, that academy the prince goes to? It's just a branch campus. Don't wet your pants. Hey, trash. I'm Dario Griscard, son of the head of Heimdallr Bank. Heimdallr Bank? Huh? Me famous? We may not be nobles, but we're still among the top 5 families of the capital. Government connections, influence over the imperial family, we've got it all. So what if you're from Thor's? We'll destroy your branch campuses, you branch campus losers. Hey now, you really want this, huh? If you get it, then get out. Better hurry before Dario gets pissed. Huh, so you still want to mess with us? Okay then, boys. Show 'em who's boss. Hell yeah! This was planned. Now we can...
execute a counterattack. No. Alright. Gotta love the after image. Huh? Hey, quit dodging. Okay, there we go. One that actually looked normal, thank God. Whoever you losers are, looks like you got some moves on you at least. Let's see you move against this. Oh shit. Idiot, you're too obvious. What? What? Oh my god. Sorry. Something about that sound effect and how fast he got sent flying was just absolutely comical. Get your filthy hands off us. Wow, and they had enough time for a wardrobe change. I can't believe this. They got some talent. That was a lovely kick, Yuna. You, those uniforms. I get it. You tricked us. That's right. Wardrobe change in the car. Yeah, the fact that it's in the car too, that shit's a pain. Make your fancy parents cry. Got all the dirt. What's over here now? While the princess is gone? Get him? Got it. Won't get away with this? I was wondering if the Orbital phone had a recorder. Stop, just leave us alone. Shut your traps. Get in, Dario. Starting the engine. It's all there. Like they started taking sound recordings as evidence last year. Really compliment this photo of you attempting to open fire in the Capitol. Got him there. Probably learned how to wardrobe change from Kiryu. How did you? I'm fairly confident in my eye-hand coordination. Though it wasn't easy. I would have let you live it down had you missed it. Abduction of minors and daylight shooting. Wonder how Daddy's gonna cover up this one. You little. We've already notified the authorities. In addition, Student Council has collectively decided to return your generous donations. I recommend you take this opportunity to reflect on your actions as of late. Huh. You think you brats have anything on me? I'm Dario Giscard, the heir to the entirety of the Heimdallr Bank. You're nothing but trash before me. Whoa. Let our guard down? Something about the way that car animates. As long as I can get out, Father will do something about this. He's gonna crush you like a butt. Exactly as I predicted. But who? But of course. Stay back, Altina. Huh?
Arcane? Gale!
What the fuck is going on? Did he aim for each tire? I'm just, every time I look at this image, I can't stop laughing. The Ashen Chevalier? Oh my lord. Green? Good thing Allie was able to see this coming. Just couldn't keep your nose out of this, huh? Disable the wheels in a blink of an eye. This goes to show how much Reen cares for Elise. I agree. Your sister complex, as they say, is excessive. I mean, he's got it bad. Can't believe this. Don't have time for this. Help me, Daddy. No, bitch. No. You're super canceled. Governor? You were here all along. Indeed. Sure, handling him would have been a nuisance otherwise. I've spoken to President Giscard. He advocated for a thorough punishment. I think it's Giscard. No way. Teddy wouldn't abandon me. Just because you're the Imperial Governor doesn't mean I have to listen to you. Well then,
Would you listen to me? Aw, shit. Huh? Your Highness? The main act has arrived. Got him. Dario Giscard, son of the president of the Heimdallr Bank, disappointed in the recent events during my absence. Well, No. It is regretful you won't be able to attend the summer festival starting tomorrow, but I hope you'll take that time to reflect. Do not fret, I'm sure the guidance of Adius will show you comfort. Convenient bell. Very convenient, ominous bell. Good lord. That shot made it look like a final dungeon. Doesn't help with the... Well, actually, it does help with the mist, rather. Very good side quest. Thanks so much, everyone. You too, Reen. I don't think you'd end up solving things like this. To be honest, a little dodgy and way too dangerous. You know, Mise? It was way too risky for you to get in the car. As for you two guys, you need to take speeding cars and loaded guns more seriously. What was your plan again? It was probably the correct call to not leave this to Instructor Reen. I would have given them some serious trauma. I can see it now. He starts by going into ogre mode and then just calls Valimar and just wastes him completely. I'm like, all things considered, he probably let him off easy. Was this outcome really okay? I mentioned something about the donations. To be frank, there are some students who can't afford their tuition. While it is true that donations from the Heimdallr Bank help quite a lot, if those same donations are being used as an excuse to do such things, then there's no point in them. Speak with Father and Mother and see if there's something that can be done. Your Highness? I would also suggest starting up some scholarships. The security system has been reviewed and the guards have returned to their posts. I have the situation under control now, so you're free to go and resume your special ops missions. Understood. Just glad we were able to help you guys out. Should be able to run the charity bazaar without any issues now. Looking forward to it. Indeed. Wish you all luck with it this year. As I will, unfortunately, be unable to participate. Easy. Yes, please come visit if you get the chance. Thank you so much, everyone. Please take care. Heard about the large-scale operations taking place here in Heimdallr? May Adios watch over you. Just be praying for your success. Thank you for your kind words. Don't worry, we'll do just fine. That Governor Ragnar's left and Princess Alphen returned to Valfane Palace. Elise then had to go see preparations for the bazaar, so Rin and the others bid their farewell and returned to their special ops missions. Somewhat cursed uniforms, but okay. Only 4.5. Only 4. Unfortunate. Damn. 2 meme reens and 1 side quest. Oh, nothing. It's just weird to see him in it. I just use curse to say weird sometimes. A lot of people do it. Let me see. They're cursed because they haven't been using them for over 124 hours of gameplay. That's why they're cursed. Let me see. Actually, is there anything else to do in the chapel? I don't think so. You're right at home in them, though. True. Okay, I guess it's cursed for Yuna. Yeah, there's not much to the Sonic District, so that should be good.
This is Irving. Do you read me?
It seems the connection went through after all.
Hello, Principal. Major. Loud and clear. But Major, if you're at camp, then are you both calling me from 2 different locations at the same time? I'm serving as backup for her team. Current status is as follows. Principal's search team has detained 7 foreign agents from underground. In the process of handing them over to the RMP. You're kidding, 7 of them? We had a hard enough time with 3. That's our principal. No one was hurt, I hope. Everyone is fine. The agents, however, are behaving strangely. In what way? Didn't see signs of the unusual acceleration you noted before. They didn't use Ramdo, whatever you call it, to conceal their presence either. Made quick work suppressing them. Change only began after defeating them, or detaining them. Some cannot speak or behave, as though they're afraid of something. Them? Afraid? That makes no sense. You sure it wasn't just you who made them piss their pants? I'll admit, I was expecting a little more out of them. Keep it in mind, we'll be doing the same. Will do. You be careful. So again, they're okay, but what they said was weird. What made that special force change so rapidly? Oh, there's nothing we can do about it, from here. Let's leave that investigation to them and keep up our own work? Yes, Instructor. Hold on, I do want to check one thing. How far back can we go? Oh, pretty far back, man. I'm looking at that message log. It's very important. Where is it? I want to know what qualifies as Reen going for death again. Believe I missed it. No. Man, there's a lot more. Never mind, I found it. It's very easy to not miss. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing. That's all you have to do. God forbid you hug Elise. You might, you're probably not gonna live the next day if you give her a hug. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. If you go for a kiss, well, he'll go down to Gehenna itself and torture you even further. Probably. He would do it. Your hand you touched her will be cut off. Oh, Lord. Reen's gonna be like, I hope you like that hand you just used to touch my sister. That's the last time you're gonna use it. Oh, man. He'll cut your lips off. Oh my lord, that's fucked. Let me see. I don't think there's anything on the left or right side here. Let's talk to him. So, you know, Bloom pulled off the upset yesterday. Just don't know what to think anymore. Could it happen again today? There's no way, right? But what if it does? Some races start tomorrow. This race will feature the finest horses. Whatever the summer races commonly wins the overall standings for the year. And since it'll be really crowded, recommend that you buy reserve seating tickets. Wait, is that a new one? No, we already have that one. We'll just go for it. I guess talk to these guys once. Have a chance? Get a good time at today's race? Might be able to enter the summer races as a substitute. Can't give up wonder. Do your best. Yes, sir. I'm just looking at the horses nodding. I'll put some money on 2-5 exacta. Maybe 3-2. Oh god, sorry.
Camera's being weird. Oh, on this side. I was like, what am I supposed to do here? Oh, these two. I have a feeling they'd be arguing the whole time with this stuff. Why do I hear boss music? Hold on. Just had to ban the bot. Good lord. Machias? Eustace? Oh, hello. Looks like we've already, started. Hello. You guys taking a break here or what? No, we were exchanging information with our affiliates. For me, it was with Ministry of Railways and Heimdallr Bank. For me, it was the diplomats from Liberal Remiferia. Apparently, there were secret listening devices all over the place. I understand the Ministry of Railways and Heimdallr Bank, but the Brilliant and Remiferian embassies too? I suppose it isn't that surprising, considering there were nearly 100 spies. Why are they so desperate for information? This is you guys are talking about. You have something, don't you? Yeah, but it's only speculation right now. Can't tell you just yet, but... Blue Destination starts playing. God. You got the military's preparations you've been seeing all around you? All around us. Like the Panther Soul Nuts, railway cannons, and the excessive mobilization of the Imperial Army? Is that what you mean? I think I see it now. It's like coward suspects the Empire is up to something. Something serious? Trying to figure out the truth and time behind it, alright? Read that much? You're pretty perceptive. What does that even mean? Miss anything? Okay. We're at my clearance level. Don't have access to that sort of information. If we go by that assumption, we can start to glean what the spies are up to, why they're here. Nevertheless, there isn't any concrete evidence at the moment. We don't have a probable cause. That's why we need to find and arrest these spies. We can't afford to drive them to the point where they force us to take them out. I see. That's quite the balancing act. Oh wait, that was Ash talking. Rip. Anyway, I think the arena's right. Yeah, we don't want to plant the seeds for an even greater conflict. You all may be further along as a class than we were 2 years ago. In any case, we plan on continuing with our meetings. Let you know if we uncover more information. Good luck with everything. Hopefully I can stop yawning. What the hell is this? Yes, and you too? Thank you. I don't think the vendor has anything you need. Nope. It's just Groose. Grape juice. Man, that reminds me. I still don't know if I'm gonna get the Skyward Sword HD remaster. Good lord. That game's still, not one of my favorite Zelda games. But hopefully they, announce more changes they added to it. Anyway. Oh, I could save here. Skyward Sword, God. I don't completely dislike that game. It has some good things in it. It's just, ooh. I know we mentioned pacing, yesterday. Skyward Sword, if you're trying to go for stuff and, like, exploring and, like, you know... God, the game holds your hands too much, but also just... The backtracking is kind of weird with that one. Twilight Princess? Oh, Twilight Princess is, like, one of my top 3 Zelda games. I love it. I know there's people who really don't like it, but I love that game. At least as far as the 3D Zeldas go, that's, like, top 3. easily. If you factor in some of the 2D ones, though, we'll see. But I really do love Twilight Princess. Not without its faults for sure, but it's very fun. I like the dungeons. I like the puzzles. The characters were, pretty well done. Music was really good too. I like the music. But it's good. Which is kind of weird considering Twilight Princess was just like kind of giving into like demands for like what people wanted when Wind Waker came out, which is really weird for me because I actually really love Wind Waker as well. So it's weird. Like I like them both, but for different reasons. Never finished all the game, played a couple, and that's it. That's fair. Wait, there's still something else in the race course? What? Oh, probably the second floor? Hold on. I think there was another section we could have went to. How do we get to that second floor again? Here we go. I mean, we could go down here. Or not. Patrick, and that's Ferris too, isn't it? Okay, to Heimdallr? Don't even, Shrion. Mad old. About it to Party City Hall is strong. Figure may as well use this chance to meet up and trade information with Old Class 1. So of it, those of you in the Old Class 7 were finally able to fulfill your promise. Not fair for you to be the only one to get a reunion. Fair enough. Have you two been sharing info like this for a while? Indeed. Ever since I was serving under Marcus Ballard. When I set foot in Heimdallr, I began hearing suspicious rumors. Is your party tomorrow going to be alright? Well, deadline is 4 p.m. this afternoon. If they rely on martial law, there's a pretty good chance there ain't gonna be a party. I thought as much. Let me know if there's anything I might be able to help with. Can't do much in the open, but I can gather info behind the scenes. Thanks, you two. I'll be counting on you. Of course. Good luck, everyone. May Adios be with you. Yo, can you imagine all, like, the chefs and stuff that have to, like, prep all the food and then, like, suddenly, like, hey, there's a good chance everything you're doing is just gonna get canceled. Throw all that food out. We're not gonna use it. Like, 4 p.m. for martial law, I'm like, yikes. Because at least for me, like, as someone who, like, used to work at a hotel, like, I know that they usually prep food, like, way in advance. Especially if it's for, like, a ton of people like that. So I'm like, God. Potential waste incoming. Peak version Princess, playing the Wii version was disorienting. I only played I played the GameCube version and, the HD version later. But I played Twilight Princess for the first time in, like, 2015, so 6 years ago. I'd still say it holds up pretty good. I do think it doesn't age visually as gracefully as Wind Waker does, of course. But I still think it has some really good dungeons. Some neat ideas in there. I played it. Have 2 new dimensions. I'd say it wasn't as good as I thought. Oh, for me, Breath of the Wild, I could rant a good bit about it, but I won't. I'll save you guys the trouble. All I'm gonna say is just that, Breath of the Wild, you get what you put into it. And sometimes you can put in too much time to the point where it sours the whole experience. So, yeah, I don't like Breath of the Wild as much as most other people. I feel like I should have played that one casually. I really should have played it casually. I tried getting Korok seeds and like other stuff, and it's like the game has no end game or post game content that warrants any of that effort, and I just felt like I wasted my time. Because like at some point you just start seeing the copy paste puzzles and environments, and it's just like, bro, what is there to do? Why am I doing this? But that's all I'm gonna say. I think Breath of the Wild is pretty good, but I think for me as well, the music was disappointing. I wanted a proper Zelda soundtrack. Fuck this minimalist stuff. I'm sorry, it really wasn't doing any favors. Supposed to go into... Oh, it's probably the underground quest. I could go ahead and do that. Yeah.
Hello, Reen.
How are things going over there?
Hello? We're about halfway through our patrol. Feels like a smooth ride so far. As for us, we've detained 6 agents. Peter's Orbital Gear has been doing great with combat tactics too. But the Bracer Guild's count 5 agents on their side so far. Sir Patatina? Good to hear combat tactics ain't slacking. So few people, the guild does excellent work. I agree, but we wanted to report something to you. Agents caught aren't acting normal? Don't tell me. It's like they're confused, I guess? Their movements turn sluggish, and whatever they say is completely nonsense. Or complete nonsense. It's a thing. It happened to those caught by the guild too. They're terrified and claiming they've seen a ghost. A ghost? Could it be some kind of spiritual enemy? You sure they didn't all hallucinate? Cowardice isn't something you'd expect from secret agents. Another reason, just change could spell danger. Take care. You bet. Don't worry about us. Keep it up, guys. About 40 hours of Breath of the Wild almost satisfied? Yeah. And that's how I should have played it, Scytherman. For me, putting in more hours into it just really ruined the experience. Like, it must have been in the hundreds, you know? And that's the problem. It's like, I usually don't think there's a good or wrong way to play a game, but in my case, I think there was absolutely a way where I could have experienced that game and had fun with it, but I kept going and I really shouldn't have. It is what it is. But, ironically, it makes me fall into... I remember Jim Sterling got so much shit for this on YouTube when he made that statement, that now he just brings it up whenever he can, where it's like, people gave him so much shit when he said that Breath of the Wild is like a 7 out of 10. It's like, honestly, I'm in that same boat now. But I do think it's great. I do think it has a lot of things that, you know, really can make the series go forward in a fun way. It's just, man, I remember the struggle I had, because, like, the thing that kind of cemented it for me as well, I like how I said I was gonna, like, save people the trouble, but it's like, now I'm here ranting about Breath of the Wild. This is the last thing I'll say on it, I swear. Was, when my sister wanted to check it out, and I told her to play, and half the time, all I could tell her was, like, what is there to do? It's like, well, you could do main story progress, go do a shrine, or, you know, go roam around, but it's like, it's kind of weird, because it's like, the discovery aspect is neat for the first few hours, but after a few hours, you kind of get, I don't know, you kind of get over it, depending on who you are, so it's like, it's weird. It depends. Like, for certain people, that game is great. It's like a massive sandbox. For other people, it feels like there's only, like, 2 choices you could do at any given point. It's like, either do this or do that. And it feels like it comes down to just, like, you know, almost like a lack of choice, or, like, a lack of a reason to do certain things. But either way. Joseph Anderson's Behemoth with a video on it. I don't know. Games are kind of interesting, but not enough to buy a new console. Oh, yeah. I actually got a Switch at launch, though, because Breath of the Wild was there, but when I got the Switch, I just knew it was a console that I wanted. Like, immediately. When they revealed the Nintendo Switch, I was like, that's just a gimmick I can get down with. And I think that's, like, the same for a lot of people when, like, they get a Switch, is that, like, it's a gimmick that makes sense that you'd actually want. Or I guess not a gimmick, but it's, like, it's a selling point you would want. Potentially. Both of those reports are unsettling. They showed Xenoblade Chronicles too. Oh, same. Yeah, when they revealed Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I was like, I need to get the system. I absolutely can't. Like, I can't not go playing a Xenoblade Chronicles game. Like, I'm there day one. Got our own patrolling to do. That's right. Maybe we'll find something out. Let's continue. Wasn't going for 100% completion. Yeah. I wasn't even trying to go for 100% completion. I was trying to get, like, enough Korok seeds for, like, armor upgrades. Right? Because it's like, that's the thing. The inventory and having to, like... There's just so many design problems where it's like... The inventory slots for, like, armor and swords and stuff, I was like, man, it sure sucks having to get so many weapons that just break, and I can't hold on to them for long enough, like, with, like, the minimal slots you have at the start. So I'm like, let me go through with it. Let me get some of the Korok seeds, at least, like, get all the upgrade slots if I can. Which is, like, borderline half of them. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. Nothing in the game warranted needing that many. And even if it did, holy shit. The Korok seeds really, like, if you go after them, you really start to see the copy and paste. It's hard not to. I would dare say it's impossible not to see the copy and paste. Like, there's, like, a few puzzles, but they gotta, like, make them, like, pasted over and over again along the map. Where is this? Oh, was it meant to be? Can we actually interact with that now? I wonder if we can. Question is, where was it, though? Still can't use it, huh? Oh my lord. Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, eight's down.
It's mine!
It's my turn. Now!
I'll assist. I shall go. Now.
Eight's down. It's down.
Yeah.
Behold the Vander style.
Works for me. But no, Ronan, I don't think I have seen that video. But yeah, I think for me with Breath of the Wild, though, I think it's a good game. It's a really good game, I would say, for a lot of people. It's just my own opinion. That's why it's like, I'm never one of those people where it's like, even if it's not something that I personally enjoy, I'll never be the one to tell somebody that their opinion's wrong, because I think Breath of the Wild's, like, I wish, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I wish I loved it as much as other people did, you know? It's just that we're disconnected, but it's like, nevertheless, I'm a big fan of the more power to ya sentiment, right? Because you never want to I don't think anybody here would ever want to dislike a game. You wish you could love it as much as others do. Echo some of your points. Does he mention the music too, where it's like, I wish it was just like the older ones? God. Because I'd certainly rather have the dungeons back. I think that's the one part too that killed it for me as well, was like the Divine Beast or whatever they're called. Like, I thought they were gonna be what the traditional Zelda dungeons were, and it's just a more fancier, glorified shrine. It's insane.
Take them down.
Because, like, before playing the game, I thought it was gonna be like, okay, shrines are like these mini sections. Like, Link Between Worlds kind of had stuff similar, where there were like these like small dungeons, maybe like one room or two, and it was just like a puzzle in that room, right? That's kind of what shrines are. Shrines are kind of like an enhanced version of what those like mini puzzle rooms were in Link Between Worlds. If you play that game, you know what I'm talking about.
Eight's down. At once.
It's my turn!
But then I thought, okay, these 4 major locations you have to go through. Or, well, you don't have to, which is actually one of the cool things Breath of the Wild does, where it's like you don't have to
I'm up.
fight him if you want to beat Ganon, which is cool.
Now.
I hope they give players
I
that
shall
choice
go.
all the time.
There.
And open it. More enemies.
But I thought it was
Let's
going to
go.
be like a proper dungeon. Link Between Worlds off of eBay? Oh, Link Between Worlds is great. It's one of my favorite DS games. I never even grew up like with the nostalgia of Link to the Past, personally. Like, you know, I just kind of played it later and I was like, I was alright. I liked it. But it didn't blow my mind, like people, you know, probably when they got a Super Nintendo back in the day. But Link Between Worlds is great. I love the callbacks. And it runs at 60 FPS on 3DS. It's a fun time. Link Between Worlds is a very good game. Let me see. What do I want to do here?
I'm up. Let's go. All right. Nice work.
He really just got 200 CP.
Yeah,
Oh my
I did
god.
it.
I must train even more.
Reen's like battery CP setup is so unbelievably stupid.
Nice.
I grew
It's
a
so
little.
dumb. Cold Steel moment. Like, what the fuck is going on, Reen? Oh yeah, wait, I still need to get to the bottom of this. So, where do I go for this quest? And more importantly, where's all this shit that I missed? Oh boy. Can I get some GPS in chat just to save on time here? I don't mind. Let me see. Oh, they're later, I think? Okay. GG's to Moonlands, then. Go to Heimdallr Underground 3, same area where you chased after Hercules agents. No cemetery. Oh! I see. Okay. Yeah, that's what the guy just told me. What'd be the easiest way to, like... The West Highway, South one? There we go. I know it's one of the highways. Actually, anybody to talk to around here? Oh man, it's Liza. She's probably at, I'm assuming his grave. Oh, you're from the Baker and Leaves? Oh, you're from the branch campus, aren't you? That's right. I came here for your field exercises. Are you here for... That's right, I'm here to visit him. He used to live in Heimdallr, so he's resting in a cemetery. Come back every so often. What are they talking about? From the sound of it, someone she knew is buried here. A member or a lover, perhaps. Ah, I see. Thank you. You'll always be with me, though. He was a soldier, one of the kindest men you'd ever meet. Promised each other we'd open a bakery together someday. Always welcome to come and visit whenever you're back in Leaves. We'll do that. Well, your bread's so good, so there's no way I wouldn't stop by. Thank you. Well, goodbye, everyone. Damn. There's gonna be a little follow-up to that side quest. Cool. I mean, sad, but cool. Move security here to us. Got the entrance to the underground on lockdown, so the agents won't use it. Damn, Calvardians will get you today. Did not, oh boy. Man, if this ain't final boss image right here. Jesus Christ. What's going on, man? What are you doing here, Major Arundel? Hitting up after those agents? Or is this about the whole grave thing? Well... Buff, I guess. Trying to get the geezer here to agree to stay quiet. He's as stubborn as ever. Won't even talk to me unless I bring him some, Madelines? Is that really something he needed to come here, himself for? Maybe he knows that old man? To this day, I still don't understand Lecter.
to join the club. Seems like the intelligence division is busy today. We expect more backup than yesterday. Who knows? Got a lot on my plate today. Anyway, good luck. Also, once again, the Reen problem, I guess, with like the winds going on, but like I can't stop looking at his middle bangs just flapping. Jesus. Here's hoping another order doesn't come your way. Ugh, this guy. But him aside, something seems off. Am I just overthinking it? Maybe. Alright, let's get to the underground. Let's get in there. Actually, wait. Can we? Hold on, hold on. Okay. That really tripped me up.
It's powerful. Be on guard. It's strong.
God, they really just said we're gonna like make the underground theme revised. Previous one was just a beta.
There.
I really like it.
It's my turn. Spirit
Well, the new
it's my
version.
turn.
It's very good.
Now.
I'll assist.
It's my turn.
Really sells the uneasiness.
You can't escape. Wide open.
Too slow.
My turn. There. Now.
An opening. Thanks for helping out.
I worked extra hard.
110%. Jesus. Very dumb.
Stats updated.
Oh, I see. I see, I see. Looks like this might be the spot.
Yeah. Sit. Sit. Ha. Now, brace yourself. Ha. It's my turn. Spirit unit. I'm up.
I shall go. Yeah. Battle complete. Let's continue.
Just smack him and get him out of here. Man, I'm trying to think. The only time the Trail series has ever had any sort of like increased experience gains, wasn't it tied to like a quartz before? I think there's a master quartz for that. Because it just came across my mind. I was like, it's kind of nice how this series never like, I never feel like I need to increase the experience I get, because you never feel like you need to grind. That was just something I was thinking about when it's like, man, Pokemon always has that EXP share, right? Nowadays. But it's cool to think, like, you know, game just doesn't really need it. It's just really nice to balance. This 1 and 2 has increased XP. Ah, okay. I think they put it on Kaleido. I think Kaleido was Sepith. I'm not sure.
There.
An opening.
Strike.
All right. You can't escape.
I'm up.
Fire.
Spirit unit. I'm up.
Sepith and the XP. Oh, okay.
Everyone okay? Sit. Ha.
Sepith has primary. Oh, okay. But nevertheless, I am glad I don't need to rely on that stuff, like, to be equipped.
For certain JRPGs, it feels like you need that stuff just to cut on the grind.
Enemy found. Begin suppression.
Crimson, it's down!
I'll assist.
My turn.
Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Yeah, but it's okay. What's up, Zigota?
It's down. At once.
Here I go!
My turn. Yeah, there.
It's mine! Right on!
Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Saga 1 and 3 in the mantle there? Wait, did you already have the first one? Oh, let me see. Imagine how long these games would have been if they had mandatory grind. I don't even want to think about that. I don't want to think about that, Ronan. Hell, for some people, I probably grind too much. I probably do too many fights. Who knows? It's just how I do things. I kill everything I see, mostly. It's just how I'm used to playing JRPGs. Well, it depends. Like, there are some games where it's like, I just walk around for a bit. Like, I just avoid them for a bit. Emulation? Japanese ones for the collection? Ah, okay. I guess that makes sense, so I'd imagine the Japanese ones are cheaper. God, I've gotten to the point where I just accept that it's like, I'm probably not gonna do, like, collecting for old games, because, man, it's just so expensive. I'll pay 35. Damn, that's not bad. I might consider that. I should look into importing. If I just want to have a copy. What's I gonna do? I could put... Actually, no, we'll keep LT9. It's been a while. I took the link levels, actually. Oh, okay. Seems like Reen and him probably get partnered up a little. Looks like Altina's gonna be the first to get maxed out there for sure. Yeah, looks like they're on track. No. God, the tactics menu is a little awkward. Slightly down. I guess put her at the center, because why not? In case you're going to switch anyway. Okay. Tactics menu is still on a grid. Oh, same. Grid's just better.
Ready.
Because at least you don't have to doubt where you're placing them half the time.
Sit. Ready. Sit.
Oh yeah, it did say it was a Kraken. Is there anything else around here? Doesn't seem like it.
A tough one. This one might be worth my time.
Spirit Unific. Let's go.
Breakthrough!
Let's go.
Arcane. Gale.
And it's just broken.
My turn.
Oh my lord.
Behold.
Now. Now.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Now.
I'm up. Roar! Healing strike! Whew. Everyone okay?
Man, sure was a hard-fought battle, you guys. Very difficult. And there we go. God, I'll take it, though. I really don't mind when I can just cheese, like, S-Craft spam fights, because, my lord. I think of other JRPGs I play where you have to slog through a boss fight, and I'm like, you know what? Let me have this. It's fine. It's totally valid for a game to have it like that. He'll go to another series and be like, oh, God. I'm back to the long, drawn-out boss fights. No cheese. Rise seems good. Yeah, no worries, you got them. Do what you gotta do. I guess that's it for that quest. So, we're going at a pretty good pace. I don't think there's anything else on the race course. Check the airport. Mario 35 tomorrow, yeah. Rip a lot of things. I actually need to buy the Fire Emblem game, because, apparently that's getting delisted tomorrow as well. Oh my god. Why do they do this? Why do they do it? Airport's huge? I never actually played Mario 35. But it was pretty fun. I'll be alone is bigger than Crossbow's entire airport. Well, it is the biggest airport in the Empire. I believe Mario is going to be executed tomorrow, yes. Or they just completed renovations to expand it earlier this year. In order to offer direct flights to Crossbow, I will yawn for some reason. Dry and Halias. Airships and trains have become integral parts of today's travel infrastructure. Safe to say the popularity will continue to grow at an alarming rate. Even though tickets are still really pricey, it's pretty crowded in here, don't you think? It's good summer festival is approaching. Number of inbound flights from abroad must be staggering. You can go out to the flight deck. Let's add it to our patrol. Understood? Request from the airport came from the cargo division, right? Ask around. Hello, we're from Thor's Branch Campus, Class 7 Special Operations. I believe we received a request. Oh, you're all here. Thank you for coming. There's something I wanted to ask all of you. Orders mentioned a package with an unknown destination. Why don't you just send it back to the delivery company? Well, maybe you should just take a look. Oh boy, don't tell me. Oh, that's how you bring up packages? Looks like this place uses state-of-the-art technology. Yes, one of the upgrades we made last year was automating parcel management. Like a new farming game is because I have the remake on DS. Looks hard to doing this. Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. I know there's like the remake on DS, which I don't have, but you know I could always emulate if I really wanted to. But nevertheless, I want to have it just because it is a weird case where like it's not a one-for-one translation. It is like a completely different translation of that game on NES. So it's like, it's interesting as a piece of history. It's like, well, I'll just, you know, maybe someday I'll mess with it. Who knows? I'll just buy it just to have it. It's cheap. Because I do find that interesting. But yeah, it's super dumb. Like, it's really dumb just because it's like, okay, they're gonna localize this and do all this amount of work, and it's just gonna be gone forever. If you didn't buy it, it's gone. Like, it's just so stupid to me. I don't understand it. Like, 3D All-Stars was like, don't get it like twisted, that sucks. But they're just ports, you know? They're just bare bones ports of older Mario titles. But the Fire Emblem game takes more effort in terms of like a localization process, and yet it's that one's the one that's gonna be gone too. Like, are you kidding me? Alright, 2 days ago, but no one has come to retrieve it. Shipping tag fell off, no one knows where it's supposed to be delivered. However, it's labeled with valuable and handle with care stickers. From the looks of it, I think it's a painting. It could be priceless. Gotcha. Guess you can't be reckless with it. That's correct. So we don't know what to do. That's where you come in. That is why we're here. What should we do? All we know is it's a painting. Can't just blindly go around asking people. Heimdallr is far too big. Let's just calm down and look for hints. Not like we can't glean some clues from the package itself. You're right, there are some legible letters. Definitely seems to be because I wanted to drive with the sales before the end of the fiscal year. Reason I can think of? Yeah. That's the thing, I do know it's like tied to like the fiscal year stuff. That's also probably why Monster Hunter Rise came out, you know, March 26th. And then like there's an update coming out later that has like a bit more of the stuff. You know, like a monster and the HR cap and everything. Who knows? Fiscal year really matters, so it's like releases get kind of muddy there. But this is probably the worst of it with like Nintendo's like delisting. I'm like, okay, like sure, but why don't you just get the sales from the fiscal year and then keep getting more sales from the next fiscal year? Wouldn't that be a great idea? Wouldn't that just be great if you put out a product and just left it there to make more money? God. It says Lepanto? Lepanto. That sounds familiar. Yeah, I think I saw that name somewhere on the main street. I'll check my records. Analysis complete. I got a hit. Anchor Street, department store, Lepanto & Co. Way to go, Allie. She's very good. Oh, you guys figured that out like it was nothing. Gotta understand, they only have so much hard drive space. Yeah. Had plenty of practice. That's pretty impressive. I should be proud of this. Instructor, what are you doing? Let's get going. Indeed, it's not out of our way, so we should deliver it. Department store on the main drag. Quick tram ride and we'll be done. That's easy enough. Let's head out. Figured it out so easily? No doubt that you'll deliver the package safe and sound? Thank you. God, this airport looks so fancy compared to the other ones. It's really interesting because, I don't know how it is with, like, other airports. I've been to, like, a few in my time. You know, I've been to, like, Florida's airports. I've been to, the one in Georgia, which is one of the biggest ones in the... one of the biggest ones, I think, in, North America, for sure. But it's interesting how, like, airports always look so fancy. Or kind of have to, like, be, like, this, like, poster or like, you know, almost like snapshot of what like the state is, considering like it's just funny to me because I'm thinking like in the perspective like if I was here and I see like, wow, this place looks really regal, but then I step out of this airport and I go drive to some like random dinky like 4-man department out in Erebonia somewhere, right? Like the contrast is just really funny. Everyone gets to see the best of it before they go to who knows where. Like, look at this shit, man. Oh my god, it's a fancy airport. Oh, look at all those airships, mother. See them? Not get so excited. Oh god, but then out there it looks so... It looks so unfinished. What is going on here? Something about this looks a little bit concerning. But it works. It works, I guess. God, I can just imagine someone sleeping on one of these. I wonder if Zamoria's airports also got delayed to high heaven. Just like real life. There's nothing new to buy here, right? I didn't miss anything, did I? 3 customers are supposed to come today to pick up a special offer. I think it was special order. Yeah. So they'll be showcased at the party tomorrow. Thinking about that is getting me excited. Okay then. Oh yeah, let me drink some more water. Okay, let's see. I have to go to this one? Let me see. When that happened, the military told me to keep my mouth shut about the incident. Come to think of it, that's kind of really terrifying. Yeah. Little bit, man. Oh, she's here. 20 more, huh? Price is gonna be 20% higher. If you're late, penny with a penalty. Harder than any weapon you'll ever sell. Got it? I get it, I get it. Drive a hard bargain, little lady. Gets from the exchange shop and leaves. She's here. Looks like she's in the middle of a negotiation. Finish campus, folks. Ain't you playing tag with those Carvadians or something? How's that going? Yeah, she ain't even trying to hide it. Supposed to be keeping that top secret. Oh, okay. Anyway, looking forward to hearing that about what the army's up to. Good luck out there. Suppose she's cheering for us? Isn't particularly encouraging. Anyway, thanks for not getting involved in all of this. Hey, that plushie you got there. Ain't that from the Mishi at Work series? Oh, I do have this Mishi plush with me, but what's this Mishi at Work business? Oh, really? You don't know? Sheesh. Mishi at Work? After a series of unfortunate circumstances, Mishi finds himself penniless and lost to the Empire. And so, to build himself back up, he tries his hand at a slew of different jobs. Real tear-jerking entry to the Mishi series. Oh my god. I'm not really into this sort of thing. Didn't realize these Michi stories got so in depth. Total 7 of these Michi work plushies out there. Looks like you don't get their true worth, so I can't take them off your hands. Find all 7 of them, bring them to me. Need something nice in exchange. Only if you find them all. The whole set. Not one less. You got that? Sounds like you really want these plushies. Okay. Can I give a Mishi to her while it's equipped? Make sure to unequip it. I think you're pretty good. I've been playing around leaves here and there. Why, do you play too? Yep, sure do. Kids and leaves can't play War for Damn, so... How about you? Want to take me on? Well, I'm not sure if I'll be any better, but... Sure, I'll play you. I mean, might as well do it now. How bad could this be? I say as I might regret it.
Let's get it on.
What is that swordsman card? It's got a lot of HP though, Jesus. I guess we could start with this. This might be fine.
Oh boy, fun times. Let me see. Does 1 damage to row of enemies. Attack +1 for each enemy discard defeats. Oh, this is gonna be a potentially rough one. I gotta kill it fast. Well, let me do this. God, but I forget it's so weak. There we go. Yeah, I can't really do anything else. Okay. I should have put it on the mono card, but for some reason... Oof. Yeah, that's bait. That's bait, and I just gave it more ammo. This is not good. Oh, this is really not good. Oh, hold on, actually. Might as well. I guess we're doing another wall then. God, it's really going after me though, huh? And it has 4 attack too. Yeah, we'll go for this. Damn, it's at a disadvantage. Oh, wait, is it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just take the 4. Oh, man, I should have drawn first. Oh, well. Lesson learned. Oh boy. It gets to attack twice? Oh, Jesus. Alright. That counter attack's pretty rough. Oh, so it's a better one of the first card then. I see. Yeah, but I'd rather this one take the damage for sure. It's unfortunate, but it's got to be done. Definitely take care of this one. Man, though, hold on. Yeah, I can't use it right away, though, sadly. Let me do a draw first. I think I'd rather just move. 2 damage to an enemy. But it costs 3, so... I really want to start doing damage on this guy, but no, we gotta get rid of this thing. It's so bad. Like, the fact that it can act twice, I have to. Ooh, boy. Alright. I wish it could act twice. I really do. That'll help, though. Well, potentially. Yeah, we'll do it. Okay. That's it.
Good for you.
Jesus Christ, though. That MasterCard is, it's a yikes. I have to play that somewhat carefully. Somewhat. But alright. We're free. Although, actually, where do I have to go to get that last Mishi? Should be one of these stores. I think they mentioned it. Where is it? I'll have to look later. Let me see. Unless you can buy it at the department store? I don't know. The Pantone code, this is it. I have a delivery for you. That's the painting I ordered. Glad it's finally here. I was worried because it was taking so long. It was a masterpiece from when Northumbria was a principality. After Principality disbanded, this piece went missing. I paid a hefty price to purchase it. When the former Principality was known for its numerous masterpieces. Geez, who cares? You delivered it, right? Yes, thank you. May I ask you something? Sure, what is it? Package was delivered to us. Similar looking package. This is... Shape suggests that it's a painting? Yes, this was sent to me instead. Oh, okay. Fetch quest. Figured it was some sort of mistake. Tried sending it back out myself, but the label was torn off. One misfortune solved, another one appears. Any clues?
Oh, hey.
Well, there you go. Ah, Josette. You know each other. Works at a shipping company. I helped out once.
Looks like you're hard at work, huh?
Can't believe it. Actually, English voiced. I'm trying to think who was. Did Josette even have any English like lines at all in the Sky games? She might have. Well, for the S-Craft, but I'm trying to think if there was like a lot
I don't think anybody in chat ever told me like what her English VA was for the Sky games when I was playing them.
You seem like you're in a bit of a pinch. Is everything okay?
Battle Voices only, I think, yeah. Oh, actually. Because I'm wondering if it's like a new person entirely. You can explain the situation to Josette. Sounds like quite a hassle. Shipping labels are prone to breaking. They cause they cause me problems all the time. They're wrapping paper? It's the same here from what I've heard. Oh, interesting. I mean, she sounds nice and relaxed. Can't believe it. I'm saying it once again, Josette's pretty cool. Same one the Antique Art Dealers Association likes to use. Cold Steel 3 is a 10 out of 10 because it makes me say Josette is cool several times. And that's got to count for something. Yeah, Deal and Antique Art, they use a special material for their packaging that protects contents better. Took over quite a few of the English battle voices for VAs, yeah. A few stores in Heimdallr. I think Lucian Leica District is the most famous. Come to think of it, don't they change their paintings every month? I'd say the probability is high. Thank you. We'll go check with them. Great. If something happens, please contact the Capital Delivery Service. Might be able to help. Alright, hold on. Let me fully derail this. I need to look up. Where the hell do I get that last Michi I need? Because I know I'm close. I got like 6 of them in. This is nuts. Was it on the previous day? It might be. Let me have a look through here. Oh, here we go. That's the final Mishi accessory, the jockey Mishi. Wait, I thought I already had that one. What? Hold on. Did I mess up? I might have messed up. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, maybe I have to talk to her again. Because, like, the wording she said tripped me up. I thought she was saying that I didn't have all of them. God, that confused me. That's on me, though. Let's go back and talk to her. Yeah, there we go. God, I think this is the most text boxes I've seen an NPC have. With, like, a merchant. Mishi at Work plushie series? Looks like I've got all 7. Should I give them to Jingo? Yes. Hey, Jingo. Collected the whole set of Mishi at Work plushies. Would you like them? Oh, nice. This is the whole complete set, no doubt about it. Good work. You're shooing for your favorite customer now. Happy to hear that. Though I didn't know I was competing. Alright, so like I promised, I got a reward for you. Don't go fainting from how amazing it is. Generalissimo Mishi, what the heck? Oh, is this from a different set of Mishis? Yep, the Mishi at Arms series. Success story of Mishi's rise in the military after going through so many jobs. What the hell? I see. It's a limited edition. Can't get it so easily these days.
But I got an extra, so take it. It's yours. You're lucky I'm going outside of my way to be nice for once. Be grateful. Thanks, Jingo.
Wanna buy something?
Is there anything I actually would want? I don't know. Attack 3 and a strike 3? Whoa, that's probably get on that. I'll mess with this later.
Come on, buy some more.
Should really make that later. Nice callback to Crossword. You also have to give her Mishi plushes too. Was it her? Oh man, I forgot about that. I know I have to collect the Mishis like somebody. But good to know. Let me see. So what is the deal with this accessory? Apparently it's one of the better ones in the game. Mishis become revered general after going through life's vicissitudes. Oh my god, I didn't think I'd be seeing that word for a description. Clutches for her to final buck and zero. Oh, that's what it was, yeah. Because I remember it was for one of the upgrades. So let's see, 2,000. Yeah, that's just a good general accessory. Holy crap. I mean, I guess Rina's like the most balanced one here. So it's like you'd probably get the most use out of all of it, right? That or Kurt. I could give it to Kurt. The problem is, it's -5. Balance. Okay, well. Alright. Who has the most... I don't know. I guess balanced distribution of stats. Not in terms of Spirit Unification or Arcane Slash or CP Battery nonsense. I don't know. You guys actually got any other recommendations to give the accessory to? Actually, Ash could be good. Probably. His ADF is lower. I just didn't use that one at all. Damn. God, even his HP is pretty high. Never mind. Never mind, this man is not balanced at all. Focus characters are a bit of everything. I mean, that's true. But the thing is, it's just a better distribution of, like, pretty much everything aside from, like, maybe lower evasion. Actually, we could just give it to Altine and call it a day. Oh, but it is less EP. Shit. Oh, well. We don't really use it that much. I'll go for this. Might be useful. Also, I don't prefer focused characters. I prefer broken characters. Can't relate. Let me see. Sometimes they can be focused and broken. Let me see. I still can't believe I unintentionally... Frickin' Laurel with Domination is like the stupidest easy setup to do in Cold Steel 2. Just tripped all over it. This one in the game, everyone's broken anyway. Yeah, that's why I'm like, eh. I'm not worried about it too much. I feel like Altina might like Mishi. So it fits. Yeah, I guess you just continue the side quests. Like a district. Cafe. Oh, let me double check. Is there like some weird bonus AP to this one though?
The tunnel monster. There wasn't any bonus on that one either. Oh, let's see. Okay, nope. This one's straightforward. I just wanted to make sure. Because, like, that Orbital Wave side quest, for example, just randomly had bonus XP that I would not have known about. Pardon me, can I ask you something? Oh, sure, ask away. That's right. Ordered this so we could put together an exhibit this next month. Oh, I was really worried. Didn't want to resort to putting this on the exhibit. What do you say? The package behind the counter. Ah, yes. Think this was delivered here by mistake. Half the label has been ripped off. Again? Who keeps doing that? How flimsy are these damn labels? My apologies. Oh no, this isn't your fault. I'll do something about it. Sure, can you check the package for clues? Indeed. Ceremony contains a painting. Label is torn, but part of it is still legible. Charles Gen. That's all I can read. Charles Gen? That looks familiar. Let's see if we can find it. Sorry, thank you. Herschel's, here we go. Oh, hey there, what's up? This may seem an odd question, but... This is one of my father-in-law's sketches? You mean this is from Inspector Toa's grandfather? Wrote up a lot of notes and documents over the course of his life. Probably one of the sketches he made while stargazing. A friend of his will sometimes come across these and send them to us. He had quite a few acquaintances. The memento of Toa's grandfather. What a small world. In any event, it seems we've closed book on this mystery. Looks like it. Oh, while you're here, though, could I ask you something? Hold on just a sec. Another wrong delivery? I'm not sure, actually. I've been trying to wrap my head around this all morning. I figured it'd probably be best if you just had a look at it. Jesus Christ. Red place luxuriously wrapped package on the counter. Ah, this is far more extravagant than any of the other packages. With an Eastern-style wrapping, it says inspection not required in the corner. Inspection not required. Seems strange. Right? That's what I thought. Thought it might have been something I ordered, so I checked what was inside. And it was this. Wait, what? Oh my god. It's so different from what I was expecting. Feels like I got whiplash. I know, right? Honestly, I'm getting whiplash just looking at these character models right next to a doodle like that. Have any idea what's going on, Instructor? Oh, cool, honestly. It's usually only international packages that require inspections. If it specifically mentions that an inspection isn't required, maybe it was an international package meant for somewhere within, with diplomatic immunity? The same thought. Eastern style wrapping and diplomatic immunity. Could it be? Why are you sitting around here yapping about it? We just have to head there ourselves. Converting an embassy? So I depend this on you guys. Good luck. Well. No guards today? Oh, concerning situation. Just taking package quests? Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised if it were close for the time being. Huh? So what, we went on this wild goose chase for nothing? Oh, but we came so far. Excuse me, anyone home? Hey, we got a delivery. If you don't show up, I will throw it. Shh. Keep it down. What do you think you're doing? We're in difficult times right now. Please don't make a scene. Oh, sorry about that. So, it's good you heard us. We actually have a delivery for someone at the embassy. A delivery? That's preposterous. You may not know this, but the ambassador was summoned back to Calvard, so there couldn't be any deliveries. Hold on a moment. That wrapping. So you do recognize it. Well, my wife is actually a painter, you see. She uses that fabric to wrap her finished works.
In all my time here, she's never sent me anything before. Then again, I'm the one who hasn't been home in 2 years. I'm sure she's fed up with me. Now I see. So that means this painting must be... What do you mean? I believe it's best if you see for yourself. If you say so. This is just my guess, but was it your daughter who drew this? Yes, she's about 3 years old now. My wife, she keeps asking me to come home to see her, if only just once. Amiya, she's gotten so big. I just wanted to show you how much your daughter has grown. I'm getting moved to tears here. God, what a lovely family. As it stands, diplomatic relations with Calvert have been virtually severed. I assume the reason he remains at this post is so the Calverian citizens here aren't abandoned. I'm sure that if they return to their homeland, they'd never be allowed to come back. That's why he hasn't been home in 2 years. Damn. Thank you, all of you. I mean it. No need. This was merely our duty. More like our pain in the ass. Not that I'm one to complain. Oh my lord. Ash every time is a fucking mood, bro. Such refreshing honesty, Ash. Due to circumstances, there's not much we can say here. All I can say for now is, let's all do what we can, to the best of our ability. Yes, you're right. One day when I have the chance, I'll be sure to thank you properly. Look forward to seeing you then. Us too? Alright, now what? Wait, do we have to go report to the airport? Another call. Schwarzer speaking.
Greetings, Instructor Reen.
Oh. Hello, Your Highness. And Cedric? Hi, Kurt. Heard your duties above ground are going well. Buff Instructor Nightheart, underground, of course. Amplifier provided by the branch campus gave us a range to make this call. As for the main campus, we've now detained 15 agents, all of whom are now in the hands of the Imperial Defense Force. 15? No damn way that's true. May I ask if their behavior is at odds with my original reports? Oh yes, I heard from Herschel. The situation was identical. All detained began to act as though terrified of something and resisted in their panic. I don't remember that one. That's what happens when you play a game 3 times, Jesus. I haven't replayed a single one of these games. It's amazing I can remember any of this stuff, honestly. I'm content with just remembering NPC names or plot points. Agents quickly veering into the bazaar. So it is. We'll try and look for clues up here. Set crossbow stuff better than CS1 and 2. Yeah. Yeah. Same to you, Kurt. May we both do what we can as comrades, staring boldly at the face of a crisis. Yes, absolutely. Contact you if anything happens. Exercise caution. Of course. May Adios be with you. Huh. Surprisingly laudable line from Prince Ego Cedric. Prince Ego Cedric has gotta be the best one yet. Oh my god, Ash. Kill it. Yeah, I felt a bit moved even. Just to show that cooperation is always key in anyone's eyes at a time like this. Behavior is growing stranger. Crossbow games are the only ones I've not replayed yet. We'll do after Azure Geofront is out. Yeah. At this point, I would refuse to replay Crossbell until both Geofront games are out. Yeah, there must be some reason. Anyway, only a little more to patrol. On we go? Yes, Instructor. Like, the only reason I played Azure before Geofront was just because I couldn't afford to wait any longer. I already waited several months for Zero Geofront to come out. Third only twice. FCSC 3 times. Yeah.
What is in the airport? Forgot to check. Oh, okay, okay. Oh my god, everything's in the way. Warp time, though, for all achievements. Already have Alpha 3rd. Nice. Periodic flights are currently departing from gates 1 and 4. If you'd like to catch a flight, please hurry. As a reminder, watch your step when boarding and please be careful. That's, Corn. Makes international flights to and from my home country, Liberal. Hey, let's go, Alden. Sky Gang. Perfect shot at the Heimdallr airport. Not too shabby. Wait, what's that ship over there? That can't be. There's no way. Wait, ship? Whoa, what the hell? Is that the Courageous, or what is that? Going grand by? Oh, wait, is that not a ship over there? Bruh. Or is that the other one they were mentioning? Answer Gruel? Maybe. I couldn't tell you. There's all this fog in the way. Maybe you guys recognize the shape, but I don't. See path leading to it? Oh yeah, true. True. Sorry, it just looks so out of bounds that I was like, wait, can we actually go there and see it? We could probably get at least a better look.
Is that?
That's the Pantagruel. But why? Let's go a little closer.
Oh, I see. I was really confused, so I'm like, holy shit. I thought it was way off in the distance because I was just looking at like the top part. Oh my god. Jesus. That's a chunky boy. Hello everyone. You're all from Doris Branch campus, correct? As you can see, Lane 5 is reserved for use by the Pantagruel. Need to be vigilant, such that we don't let any suspicious people get close to it. It's just that big, yes. Somebody should put a sticker on the side of Pantagruel that just says that. It's just that big. Good lord. Pantagruel is the gold standard of airships. Originally built by House Cayenne, former leader of the Four Great Houses. After Civil War, was confiscated and made into the Imperial family's personal ship. It may have its baggage, but it's still truly the most magnificent of ships. Need to make sure we maintain it properly. As long as Orcus Tower. Oh my god, that makes a lot of sense. Jesus. It's a big ass ship. Oh my god, dude. It's nice to see it like this, though, because I don't think I ever, like, properly noticed the size of this lad. My god. Oh, wait a minute. There's like two more. Looks like nobody's over there, though. But let's see if we find anything. If we don't do Imperial here. God. Filthy Americans. Screw Imperial system. Yeah. I'm like, I hear you, but at the same time, I'm part of the problem, so 820 feet makes way more sense. So, thank you, Scytherman. Or shouldn't have to, but too many Americans on the internet. Yeah, that helps me. I'm sorry, y'all. I would fight the system, but I live in it. Like, what am I gonna do? I just know Imperial. I hate it. I agree it's completely stupid. But I'm surrounded by it, so... Shit. Any
Oh, hey,
streamer
guys.
metric users? Yeah, probably more.
Ah, is that who I think it is?
Oh my god, he looks, His face is, like, more round. He looks a little more chubby. I can see you again, sir. Just add zeros, dude. Best system? Yes.
My word, I nearly didn't recognize you. Has it really only been a year and a half?
You think Gwen should get along? Probably.
I've seen your face in magazines and such, but they didn't do you justice at all. You've become quite the young stud. I can't say I blame Elisa for wanting a piece of...
Well, too bad, because she's not getting it.
Ugh, grandfather!
He says grandpa? Be the former chairman of the RF group, sir.
That's right. I was chairman until that demon daughter of mine drove me out. But I'm sure if I told you I'm an old acquaintance of Schmidt's, that might land a bit closer to home for you all.
Oh, I see. Another member of the Crazy Old Scientist Club. Pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, so this is the new Class 7, eh?
Too bad for Lisa. Falcom decided that canon love isn't a thing anymore. Yep.
These cuties are just as nice as the ones in your old class. The pink-haired one has some nice proportions.
Oh my lord.
And the silver-haired one is like a porcelain doll. And I can tell at a glance, this young thing here is one spicy little devil.
Jesus Christ.
Grandfather?
Something about that just looked really weird. Did to introduce themselves to Gwen. Good to me, you're all diamonds in the rough. Great Lisa, take care of these kids. Polish them up into dazzling gems. Well, they just started working well together as a team. Still got a ton of work ahead of us. What are you two doing here? He was right about music, at least, yes. He was correct about music. Or correctly, you said you were helping Gwen with his errands, Elisa. Also going to check the airport's records and security system. Are they found the I don't know why my mind went to BAF instead of both. Both a listening device and the micro camera hidden away. That's worrying. So they're tracking your every move. A surveillance camera. I heard a little about what's going on. Seems pretty serious. God, I want to play Metal Gear Solid 1 again at some point. Top of all that, I hear Angelica's gone missing too. Sure, Lord Ragnar is worried sick. Could hit up some of my contacts, see if they've seen her. Thank you. Don't think her disappearance is related to the Corridon agents, though. Most likely, judging by the state of the cemetery. About that, asked Mother and Sharon to look into things. George's disappearance, too. Sure they'll have some information for us soon. Got it, thank you. Gwen and Lisa?
An airship will be landing at Dock 3 shortly.
It's here. Perfect, right on time. That sound? That's the sound of its engines. That's right. The sound is all too familiar to residents of Heimdallr. Your airship built with Laverlian technology? Yep. The high-speed cruiser, the Courageous. The best. Alright, we need to hurry this up a little bit.
Felicitations, members of the new Class 7.
I'm like, sorry, I get it. It's a ship. It's landing. We're good.
We meet again, and so soon at that. Truly, this must be the will of the goddess.
Also, wait a minute. I need to see Oliver's hand waving in turbo. Oh my lord, very aggressive. He's in there. Very powerful. Good lord. A damn tuning fork. Salutations, everyone. Yuna, Kurt, Altina, and to the newer members of Mise and Ash as well. Hope to see you again, Your Highness. Yeah, sure look like a debaucherous prince, alright. Come on, Ash. The Crimson Wings are on a high alert securing Heimdall skies. I see. Were you with them, Your Highness? Indeed I was, after around half a year's absence. With everything that's going on, all the Courageous' crew have returned aboard. I imagine now is the opportune time to gather all of our resources. There have been reports of unidentified airships flying over the central part of the Empire recently. Our primary objective is to prevent them from entering the capital's airspace. I see. Could just be the Society, but it's most likely Calvard. Their compact airship technology is more advanced than RF's. Wait, is that what you're here to talk about? Yes, Quinn has been our advisor since the Courageous was completed. We need to talk about our plans regarding these Calvardian airships. That being said, once we're done resupplying, we'll be leaving. That should be in about 30 minutes. Martial law goes into effect at 4 p.m. I'd like to avoid that. Yes. Certainly. Capturing one of those ships would be a good way to discover what is going on. We should recommence our special operations missions too. Prince Albert, Viscount Arcade, can we count on you? Yes, understood. Branch campus, the main campus, old Class 7, and the Guild. I have connections to all of them. I'm counting on you to take care of the city at the and the underground. Leave it to us? Yes, Your Highness. Elisa said something, but I choose not to speak. I don't need to. That's my choice. From the sound of it, you were finally able to reunite with all your scattered classmates. Happy to hear it. Must have been quite the wait. Thank you, Your Highness. It wasn't all of us. Ah, yes, true. Poor Armbrust. He was from, Jirai, yes? Back when it was, independent. Sori and Jirai's are both truly heartbreaking. Regarding Jirai, I've heard some particular unsavory rumors about the circumstances behind its annexation. There's nothing I can tell you about that right now. But I can't say we'll let this trend continue. And I'm glad to hear it. Trip should be ready to go soon. Hopefully we can meet again during the Storm Festival. Yes, Your Highness. With us here, they'll have no reason to declare martial law. Agreed. Please be careful. What time is it right now? About 11. We're still good. Can I not talk to him from here? I guess it has to be further away it works. Not right behind them. Ships we suspect are from Calvard and all seem to have self-functions. Typical military ship may find it difficult to deal with them. I believe our best option is to use a Courageous to patrol the skies. Have a single ship patrolling the skies, it's a dangerous mission. Yeah, it's a good thing the Courageous is so reliable. Indeed, you can leave the skies to us. Martial law will be invoked at 4 p.m. Everyone stay on alert. By the by, micro cameras and other fancy listening devices are the Ring Company's handiwork. No doubt about it. Using orbital waves turned to special frequencies are quite handy for conducting mid-range surveillance. And the airships hanging in the skies near Heimdallr are backup for the agents on the ground, in addition to collecting and processing all the monitoring data, I'd guess. Yes, it's likely the case. Anyway, you can leave that mess to the Viscount. Now be careful out there, you hear? Alright, cool. Guess we're leaving. No. I'll talk to Elisa for the one fan out there. If I can. God, this is so awkward. Can I get the prompt? There we go. For some reason that positioning gives me the prompt. Found a duck in the cemetery. Try to find any bit of info I can. I need to prioritize the situation with Calvert, but as soon as we're done. Yeah, I feel the same way. Do everything in my power to find her, no matter what. I can't imagine what the two of them are going through. Neither can I, but it's clear this is a serious matter. Let's spill it. What kind of things were the two of you up to last night? Okay, never mind. The text are kind of worth it. Huh? What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Talking about sweet reunions with your gal pal. You got back pretty late last night. Gal pal? It's not like that, I swear. Oh, a tale of young love unfolding right under my nose. Ah, the sweet, delicate flower of youth. Snuck back in before sunrise, huh? You sly dog, you. Just keep things in moderation, you two. Not you too, Viscount. What do you guys think? They were in each other's arms for like 5 minutes? Straight back from Crossbell? Yes, I was far beyond the level of just friends hug. Instructor Reen, have you been seeing other women? Please stop adding fuel to the fire. Okay, that one was actually pretty worth. I'm glad I didn't miss out on that one. Apparently I had to, actually. It was a character entry. Cool. So. Oh, let's not go there. Central Station. I think there's somebody we have to talk to here in the entrance. Oh. Man, what a beaut. No matter how many times I see the ship... Oh god, it's going too fast. I haven't seen Prince Oliver at all lately, though. What are you talking about? He's just on it. 30 minutes until departure. Let's wrap up this inspection. Yeah, good idea. Lord, I'm after the scene. No. I'll go back and do that. Huh? What's wrong?
Nothing. Be right there.
West Ostia Highway! Do I have to talk to one of these guys? I think it was this guy. It's like, I don't know what the fuck is going on there. Martial law, really? What is Ura? Find those spies before evening for sure. What's the trap passing through, that is? Think about it. Found this book yesterday. Must be kept in the lost and found. I want to see it to claim it. Is last will be able to hold it? I would like to take it. Random NPC is ominous. Who knows? Alright, how cursed is this gonna be? Went too fast. Everything going well on your end? Happens. One of the people who's supposed to be contacted. Thinking Captain Arce the Courageous played a part in this operation? That's not all. There's some Arce and Vanderstel students offering their assistance too. The primary Vanderstel training hall is here in Heimdallr. Imagine we'll have no shortage of aid. It's true. Mother's ever been the type to sit back and watch. Good, the winner of like minds. Nonetheless, surplus of allies is not a guarantee of victory. Please keep me posted should something unseen arise. I guess that's it. Trains in Heimdallr meet. That would be the perfect place to get to the bottom of this. Oh, we did something similar in Crossbell. With his guidance, we were able to perform a wide-range spiritual scan at the junction in the Geofront. Something similar. Can't imagine it will be nearly as chaotic. Kurt, are you following all this? Probably about as well as you are. This is why I don't screw with the occult. Yeah, it's great and all. Are you serious? Oh my god. It's great and all. We're interested in getting to the bottom of them tig old biddies. Ash? He's certainly direct. Ash? Don't give me that look. Inquiring minds want to know, that's all. Oh boy. Fucking Ash, man. Can't even with this dude. Oh, you know what? I don't think I talked to Milliam and Claire after the conversation either. Although I doubt it's as good. We'll see. Oh, to have a nice talk with Milliam. Should be getting back to my squad soon. Don't have to get into any trouble while I'm gone. Be praying for your good fortune. Milliam prompt, please. Can I get the Milliam prompt? I'll get back to my investigation. Gonna get yelled at again. I've been so busy lately, Tilly. Let's kick back with a nice cup of tea sometime soon. As much as I'd like to refuse, fine. As long as it's just tea. So careful not to fail in your mission. Sure. Don't know the meaning of the word. Always him or music. Yeah. Pretty much. All destruction is here. Well, since we're almost done with this section, I know we gotta check the central station. This would be a good time to check the, checklist. Oh yeah, there was that quest with the missing boy. But, let me keep going. There's Sandy, Machias. Oh, I see. Apparently we gotta talk to Machias as well after the event. Kenneth, Thomas. Okay. Let me check the hidden quests. Okay, so Vancouver Street and then Vesta Street. Status on the curse. So, what's up, Playban? CS3 remodel with CS1 run cycle. Oh, Jesus Christ. No. Oh my god. Oh, I can see it in my head. I hate it. I thought I forgot what that run cycle looked like. I can see it in my mind's eye and I hate it. Fuck. Oh, it's so bad. Seems this boy is always selling newspapers in this area. If so, he's the perfect person to ask. Has Seven asked Chris if he'd seen Artem lately? Cold Steel 1 and 2 run animations are like, hey man, we don't have limbs, we're all puppeteered on strings. Like, you can just see where the motion stops and ends. Oh, kid, I just saw him earlier. So he got off here then. Well, which way did he go? Well, he started off by pestering me for a bit. Looked around the area for a while and hopped back on the tram. Again with the tram, he must really like them. If only he knew how much trouble he's causing us. You remember which tram he got on? Got on the tram to Heimdallr Central Station via Vesta Street, near the racecourse. Damn it, that goes to pretty much every friggin' district. Haven't heard of that line before. If it goes to the southwestern areas of Heimdallr, I'm guessing it must have been installed recently. Fortunately, it doesn't lead to the airport. Oh, what's the next location? Oh, Vesta Street, okay. In any event, we should check Vesta Street and the racecourse. Yeah, it seems like those are our best options. Seems to stick out in the crowd, so we just need to keep checking on him. Let's ask anyone near the tram stops if they've seen him. Understood. Good luck with the search, guys. Let me take some more water. Apparently Thomas is in the department store. Somewhere. Second floor? Ah, there he is. Ah, this taste makes me so nostalgic. If I recall correctly, this chef's parents are the ones who work at Thor's main campus. I wonder. Oh, you're that weirdo scholar who's we saved yesterday. Mr. Thomas, what brings you here? I'm just here to meet someone, but who can wait on an empty stomach? Here's hoping I'm able to play the role of mediator well. Play the role, though. Oh boy, that wording. It's the same person he said he was going to meet yesterday? I'm not sure. No need to bother him now. Let's be off. Off on your special ops missions then. Best of luck. Wait, let's have ourselves another chat sometime soon. Yeah, sure thing. I get the feeling the church is starting to take action. Might. They just might. Usually, they usually show up when shit's hitting the fan, no doubt. I'd imagine if not Cold Steel 3, we will see the Growlswitter in Cold Steel 4. But who knows? I'm just speculating. You guys know the answers, but I'm just thinking, like, they always show up towards the end of the major conflict. Or, you know, right when it's about to start sometimes. Let me see. Guess there's nothing else here. Let me check the race course. Using my connections in the Inspectorate to get some face time with members of the Imperial Government. I want to find out just what they're up to. We're only so easy. Well, at least we're trying. Take it the government hasn't made any moves? Not yet. Probably there's been some sort of disconnect between him and Chancellor Osborne. But why? Policy differences, maybe? I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of that, too. Sounds like you have your work cut out for you. We're grateful that you're doing it. During Angelica, Marcus Rogner is beside himself. He wanted to come look for evidence himself. Suppose house arrest matters little when your daughter goes missing? Debauchery is one thing, but such incautious behavior is liable to set a noble house low. Right now, we just have to hope for the best. Indeed. Some who are already pointing fingers at the Republic. In the worst case, the government might well use her disappearance as pretense to go to war. There's no way that happened. We wouldn't let it? He's right. We do everything in our power to prevent that. I can only hope that would be enough. I believe that's everything we can do so far. Let me triple check just one last time, sorry. Oh wait. Let's finish up that quest before I do that checking. Let's finish up the Lost Boy one. And then I'll double check. Or triple check. Check. Hey over there. Looks like she walked here from the tram station. Let's ask her. Devin asked, let's say, if she had seen Artem lately. A boy, by himself? I don't recall seeing one. I see. Maybe we should check a different district? Oh, it wasn't the racecourse plaza. I guess the entrance. Makes sense, so they wouldn't let a random kid in. Oh, what a big building? What is this place? Hey, wait, this kid, is he... His features match what we were told. We finally found him. Hey, kid, you better... Oh, hello, everyone. What's that bowl-shaped building over there?
Keep hearing cheering coming from it. Is it somewhere I can go to play? It is, isn't it? He ain't listening. He's certainly energetic, just like they said. Reminds me of Ken and Nana. Let's go home to your parents. That's the horse race course. Children aren't allowed to go there on their own. Horse race course? Country doesn't have any of those. Oh, the buildings are so big and pretty. City's so cool. Don't see any white spots either. I can play wherever I want. White spots? Are places like that in your country? Yeah, once you go to the city, it's white all over the place. Oh. Let it be North Ambria? It's salt, so you're not supposed to touch it? Salt? Oh. Didn't say horsey like the text said. My bad. Oh, what is it? I mean, horse race course. Did it actually say horse? Am I crazy? I don't see horsey. Yeah. Oh, I guess you mean that, like, you wanted it to say horsey in there? Salt? Instructor, could it be? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Only one place around here that's covered in salt. And it's my feelings. North Ambria, which was annexed by the Empire last year. You must be from that area. Damn, super. I mean, same, fam, same. Was from that area? North Ambria, isn't that where Valerie's from? It's a mysterious phenomenon. A third of the land is covered in salt. It's also where the Northern Jaegers have their HQ. Right by Heliask, Empire has been helping with relief efforts. The more rural areas are still dealing. The more rural areas are still dealing with the salt. Yeah, no kidding. Where I was annexed, it was considered to be the poorest country around. Got to the point where if people didn't work as Jaegers, they'd starve to death. Yes, I can see where the whole family decided to come here to make money. Let's play. There's so many cool things here, it's really fun. What are those people doing over there? Hey everyone, since we're here at all, do you guys wanna... Sure, with the tram it'll be really easy to get him back. Some more areas we need to patrol, but we should be able to spare a little time. I see. Thanks, guys. Not like we're doing it for you. Alright, didn't you want to check out the race course? Wanna go in? Really? Yes, let's go on a little venture. Thank you, everyone. Well, they're nice. I'm gonna call Artem's parents, explain the current situation to them. Then played with Artem for a while before heading back to Dracula's Plaza. I do like how Ash has a big bro energy to him. Thank you, everyone, for finding Artem. Even played with him. That's so much fun. Eh, it was pretty fun for a kid. I think I may have spent too much time playing with him. Around the race course was a good place to play. Did all that for our son. Thank you so much. Wholesome Class 7, yes. Don't mention it. Gave Artem a good excuse to play outside. It was the least we could do for him. Well, you know all about our situation back at home then. I see. Once again, thank you very much. Really have to pay you back for everything you've done for us. What should we do? We don't have much to offer, but... Well, please, it's alright. It's the thought that counts. Oh no, we insist. Now, what do we have of value? I mean, there's an actual stand that sells food right behind you, so just give them a free sample? No, of course not. You guys can have this. That works too, I guess. I would have just taken free food, right? Are you certain we may have this? Yes, it's not much, but please accept this as a gift. Thank you so much. Indeed, it is a gift from Artem, and thus we shall cherish it. Thanks for playing with me. See you around, kid. Good luck with your style, too. Yes, thank you. Everyone, thank you so much. Well, that was sweet. New Class 7 is good with kids. I'm personally terrible with kids, so, man, they are stronger than I will ever be. I'm not good with kids. I feel like there's always like this wall where it's like, I just don't know what they're thinking. I get to stare for 5 minutes and I'm like, what do I do? Let me see. Did not mean to open that stream up. Hold on. Let's see. So, back to the checklist.
Now,
got the book. There's a scenic photo, but that's like in the Imperial Villa. Yep, that should be everything. We'll go to Heimdallr station though. Yeah, we'll go here. Should be a special train going from the station to Carol Imperial Villa. Should we board the train and make our way there? Others headed to Heimdallr Central Station. Waited for the train headed to the Carol Imperial Villa.
Thank you for waiting. This special train to the Carell Imperial Villa will now be departing.
My bad, it's Carell. Okay. Sorry, I just got a text. It was a reminder for the appointment on Thursday. It's just more therapy. Yeah, it's been a while since we've been here. Oh, just look at this place. Is that a waterfall? It's like we're in a fairy tale. It's a new sight around every corner. Man, I didn't think Heimdallr was home to anything like this. Only the best for the Imperial family. They went so cloudy, though. Well, my first time at this villa. Alpha invited me a few times when we were classmates. Don't think I'm the only repeat visitor. Heard that Thor's Mountain Academy made quite a mark here 2 years ago. Is that so? Come to think of it, I believe my brother mentioned something similar. Come on, spill. Museos, yeah. Guaranteed. Well, you know. Oh god, CS2 Altina. No need to hide it. This is the very place that Com's Lace and I sit against your Class 7. No way. Yes, I did hear about something along those lines. Damn, remind me not to mess with you, little bunny. Come now, let's not cast any aspersions on her for that. She was undercover, I can't blame her. We've never really talked about it, but it's all in the past, right? Right. Aw. I must admit, wish we got the story, but such is life. Remember Instructor Reen passionately embracing Elise when they reunited? Oh boy. It's like my mind because of the way it moved Class 7 to tears. Okay, that's the story I want to hear. I knew Instructor Reen's heart belonged to another. Yeah, but a sister? That's pretty kinky. It was just a brotherly, sisterly reunion. Tell them, Altina. I believe I already have. I swear. Every time. Every damn time. Welcome, one and all, accepting visitors of all different stripes today. His Majesty wishes for everyone to share in the beautiful sights of summer, see the world as he sees it. It's a retreat, so do enjoy yourselves. So, any of the more informed people, can somebody tell me what was the purpose of the Imperial Villa? Is it just...
Oh, I see fish in the water.
Is it just where they choose to, like, get away? I know it's, like, part of the Imperial family, but, like... It's so weird if it's, like... If it's supposed to be, like, a vacation place or something, it's like, why is it so close to Heimdallr still? Private home for the Imperial family? Okay. So I guess if they just need to get away from the palace itself, they're just like, alright. Let me just get the fuck away from Heimdallr specifically. But still be close.
This is promising.
Oh, shit. What is this?
Not bad at all.
Well, damn. The Mega Arowana. 24 out of 25. Villa is for the family. Gotcha, gotcha. So it pretty much is, yeah, just for all intents and purposes, a private home. Does anybody know where we get the last fish, then? Yeah, it's actually the last one. Let's try one more time.
There.
It could be here, but I don't know.
Got a bite. This is promising.
Oh, shit. The contrast is hilarious.
I got it.
Can't believe it. Do they all just give us new material?
There. Got a bite. This is promising.
That's a close one.
I got it.
The final chapter? Okay. I'll do one more.
There. Got a bite. This is promising. It's a whopper.
All right. Makes sense, because I was just wondering, like, if it's meant to be, like, a place for him to get away, like, why was it so close to Heimdallr? But it makes sense. It's just a private house. Oh, gosh. What was the name of that place that was kind of like that, in the Sky Games? Oh, man. What was the significance of that place now? I'm trying to remember. What is this music? I don't know, there. Using the Seeker walkthrough, I think it reminds you. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh,
this violin
Fry.
sounds awfully familiar.
Bro, Villa, yeah.
Didn't know he was here.
That was a place where Ren was hiding. Did hide and seek with her. Yeah, what was the deal with that place? Was it kind of similar to this? Was it like a private home or something? I don't think it was a private home. It was, there's something else to it. Private home for the royal family of the borough. Okay. Huh, look at that. Purpose for Chloe and the Queen. Gotcha, gotcha. And yeah, I don't think I ever saw Chloe actually being in there once. What's with the crowd? Seems they're gathered for a performance. Instructor, could it be? See her there in FD. Can you escort her? Well, true. I guess I mean, like, under normal circumstances, we never actually see them, like, actually use a private home for what it was made for. But again, we haven't really done that for Alphen or Oliver or anybody in here, I don't think. Actually, is Oliver allowed to? I guess he... Yeah. He's still part of the family. It's just... Some people don't agree, but no, he probably has rights to go in there. All signs point to yes.
Let's go find out for ourselves. We should be able to get there through the villa. After you, instructor. It is just weird to have these private homes, and yet we never see them in their private homes. Can't be there? Yeah. But then you get to weird stuff where it's like, well, technically he's not a pure blood Arner, and it's like, man, shut up. Open to the public, though? Yeah. Which is nice. I'd be down for that. Princess Alphen visits this villa from time to time. Until only recently, Prince Cedric would join her on her trips. Come to think of it, it's been some time since we've seen His Highness. Not since he moved into dorms at the military academy. Mr. Ashton Chevalier, it is an honor to meet you. Though truth be told, you're not our only special guest today. Hope that you have a lovely day. Fancy doors. I don't think I ever noticed how fancy they were before. Did they always have that, like, door texture in CS1? Or rather, CS2. Oh, it's really pretty on the inside, too. This is freaking huge. Can we even see all of it? No, the public access ends here. Just ahead is where they hold signing ceremonies. That's the exact spot at where I fought Altina. Pavilion should be that way. Yeah, let's go. I'd look around so much, making it so obvious that you're a tourist. Look, that chandelier's so pretty. Let's get a picture. You were saying? God. I mean, it's pretty fancy. I thought I just heard a pretty melody. Or my ears playing tricks on me. Feel like I was in heaven. Man, I wonder if someday we'll, like, instead of a chandelier, someone just, like, gets super real. And it's just, like, a ceiling fan instead. That'd be way more relatable. Oh, let me see. Oh, you headed to the pavilion. I'm sure you'll love it. In fact, we have guests there right now. Feel free to join them. Anything optional around here? Oh, damn. They closed off a lot of the dungeon. I can't believe this. Wasn't there a door here? No, I guess there wasn't. The layout here is so weird. Like, doesn't that bother you? This right here just bothers me. Should be a door. I'm like, damn it, make room. I know y'all got the space in this private home. There might have been. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like at this point I have like a false memory. It's like, I thought there were doors there. Getting called still too. I think I'm just crazy. But I really couldn't tell you. I hate when our memories play tricks on you like that. Wasn't this the part where there was just like a lone chest out here? How you do, sir? Bravo. So this is Elliot Craig. You can see why he's such a popular musician. Thank you, everyone. I'll be back shortly. Wow. Even better than he was at St. Art. I agree. Perhaps emotional expression is important after all. I disagree, because previously he was doing a Sky reference, so that was superior. No kidding. That was great. Guess it didn't totally suck. My praise coming from you, Ash. Made it after all? Oh, suddenly Gaius. Hello. Yeah, just in case. Oh, wow, I never knew how popular Elliot was. Oh, he did just release a new record. Wind, yes. That and the word that he's been playing at the Imperial Villa spread like wildfire. A venue like this draws a crowd. Shouldn't have to wait long for him, though. I don't even, Shrion. Sorry about all that. They've been asking me to play here for a while. Oh, you guys just see the new members of Class 7? You guys told me all about you? It's a pleasure. I adore your new record. Oh, you bought it? Oh, you're making me blush. You're not bad with that violin. Look like you're hardly old enough to play it, though. Big guy help you lug it around or something? Oh my god. Ash, please. I'm really sorry. He has no manners. You know, I've actually grown 2 reeds since I graduated, but... yeah, I think my growing days are behind me. At least you're taller than Yuna. I'm quite a man if you ask me. You mean it? Anyway, that's not what you're here for. Let's talk info. Imperial Villa doesn't seem to have any listening devices set anywhere. I mean, aside from rare occasions like today, Imperial family are the only ones who are ever here. True, can't imagine the agents would have planted any listening devices. Don't think we'll see the Imperial family around here either. Not while the public are running amok in their villa. Right, okay guys, tell them what you know. Oh? Well, it's not so much information as it is a feeling. I can feel the winds much more strongly here than I can anywhere else. Oh my god. Here we go again, y'all. Quoting the malicious wind blowing from the heart of Heimdallr. Doesn't sound good. Oh, come on again with this occult crap. I'm not like Emma. I can't sense magical energy, but I can feel the wind. White Nords have lived in harmony with the wind for many, many years. In that time, the wind has offered us some of signs of things to come. Forebodings of war, omens of evil. And in the last 6 months, I felt the wind more strongly than I ever have before. What do you mean? Are you telling me that Cold Steel 1 and 2 wind script was just a primer for Gaius Unlimited Wind? I see. Is that the reason you left the Empire? One of them, yes. They're just gonna retranslate the script and be like, every other sentence is just gonna have guys talking about the wind. You can't escape it now. As I live and breathe, Unlimited Wind works, yes. I was wondering if somebody would follow up on the joke. Oh, Zio's here too, huh? Yeah, he's helping me read the wind. Oh my god. Check the northeast this time. Off it goes. Still feel something wavering? I do. What do you mean by wavering? Well, I'm no Gaius, but as best as I can tell, it's a fluctuation in the wind. To be honest, I can kind of sense a sort of dissonance or discord as well. So whatever this waver is, it's something that a professional musician can hear? It's not good if they can both sense that something is wrong. I'm guessing that the malicious wind I feel is connected to this wavering. And this is something I didn't sense when I arrived in Heimdallr yesterday. Could it be some sort of instrument set up by Calvardian agents? I can't rule out the possibility, but there's something spiritual about it. It feels just like the ancient quarry in the Nord Highlands, or Lungren Castle, or even the Infernal Castle. Just as Emma and Celine said. Thanks, guys. That's a solid lead. We'll look into it right away. Good to hear it. Thanks. Out of here before long, too. Let us know how things go. Drinking game, but every time Gaius says wind, this scene would kill people. Oh, man. The Cold Steel Wind drinking game is, no. I would never do it. Oh, wait, I believe we need to talk to them. Maybe we can find direction of this wavering with Zio's help. Green. Has the Crown Imperial Villa always been like this? What do you mean? It just feels different than it did 2 years ago. There's a chance it's just my imagination, but the color of the wind is different. Does wind have a color? Yes. Apparently it does, Yuna. Apparently it does. Not a visible one. He's just talking about the way it feels. When I hit a battle high, I kind of feel the same thing. Something to this guy. Don't know what it is, but there's something. Oh my god. I reached out to my dad, but he's stuck on guarding the base in Heimdallr. Got him on standby with the deployment of heavy tanks and Panzer Soldaten. Yeah, but knowing him, he'll leap into action the moment martial law is declared. That's a lot of firepower. Wait, are you saying that Elliot's dad is... Oh, didn't you know? Olaf Craig, Division Commander of the 4th Armored Division. Craig the Red, some say he's the strongest general in the Imperial Army. His second in command is Instructor Nightheart, my brother's best friend. What the heck? Anything else you want to fill me in on, Vander? This trip's really supposed to be this hard-ass general's son? I call bullshit. Harsh but fair. Mom and sister are both pianists. I take after them. God. Alright, back to the concert. Don't want to keep all these excited people waiting. You're a true professional. It'd be nice to have something to watch while I wait for Zio to come back. Ash, don't push my son out even sure. Now I'm just thinking of something really dumb where it's like, guys, it's just like, it sounds good, but he should be using a wind instrument instead. Hope Zio can help me locate the source of this strange wavering. Essentially, the underworld is hanging about all this. Tread lightly. If I learn anything new, I'll let you know. May the winds and the goddesses carry you on your journey. As I try not to laugh. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Thought that would have lost it. It's like, the violin's pretty cool. It's overrated, though. Have you considered the flute? Saxophone, maybe? A little, clarinet? Anything with the wind, honestly. I'll listen. Yo, guys' Spotify playlist, the only music he listens to has to have a wind instrument in it. He can't listen to it regardless. He's not a fan of anything electronic. Absolutely none. Headcanon. That's the only music he listens to. Oh, Lord. Let's see what's I gotta do. It sounds good, but doesn't have enough wind in it, pretty much. Let's see, what else? The tuba's objectively the best wind instrument? God. Probably. Be a big fan.
Now...
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking a little bit ahead. There's a pretty lengthy dungeon next portion, so I think this is a pretty good stopping point. Is there a scene once we leave? I wonder. Doesn't seem like it. Actually, let's see. Is there anything else we can do? Oh, the branch campus stuff. Doesn't tell us where to go. Oh, right. Silly me. I guess I should have thought, yeah, we probably just have to go back into actual Heimdallr City.
Reed and his students continued their investigation, eventually arriving at Vancouver Street, Central Heimdall. Been at this for a while now. It's almost noon. What do you guys think we should do now? Grab an early lunch, maybe? Let's see. Should organize all the information we've been able to get to so far. I'm forgetting food now. Better not go to a restaurant. Oh, with the lunch rush coming, it'd take too long. Good idea, actually. Why don't we get something from one of the food stalls? That seems like the most efficient solution. Sounds good. There's some tables open that we can grab. Okay. So, yeah, I think we'll stop it right here, actually. So, did pretty good progress for today. Yeah, it's been about 4 hours. 4 hours to do all the side quests and everything else for, stay, it seems like. Unless there's, like, an afternoon session after the dungeon. I don't know. But, yeah. I had to keep pushing, but seems like a lengthy dungeon, so I'm not gonna. But, we'll be, picking it back up tomorrow. At around 12 this time, and I do mean that. Today was weird, and I just woke up way too late because of Monster Hunter, but I'm going straight to bed after the One Piece session at, like, 11, so yeah, I'll definitely be doing this at 12 p.m. Eastern. For real, for real. I feel like sometimes, you know, I say it and then I don't deliver, but no, this time for sure. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate it. And, that'll do it. So, I'll be back, later in the evening for Monster Hunter Rise. I'm taking a dinner break for now. But, aside from that, I'll see you guys later. So, have a good, rest of your day. Take care. And I'll see you later. God, I forget to alt tab sometimes now because of Monster Hunter Rise. Anyway, later, dudes.